Oh my god, everybody's here today?
You failed your stealth check because I saw it. I start in like 2 seconds. Like 1 second, like half a second. Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
Welcome back. Alrighty, let's do a recap of what happened last session. You guys currently find yourselves in El Terrell, the city that's been torn from its home on the material plane, sold by the High Overseer Thavius Krieg. And as you'd made your way through the city, trying to find survivors, and more importantly, trying to find Duke Older Ravengard, the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate, a devout a paladin of Torm, and probably the highest ranking influential member of any of the councils of Baldur's Gate or El Terrell in the entire city. If anyone will know what to do about this current situation, it will be him. As you've made your way through, you'd obviously seen High Hall in the distance. As it's up on a bit of a hill, it's visible from pretty much anywhere in the city. You can see that it's taken some damage. Only 3 of the 5 towers remain. So you start making your way there after finding a woman named Harkina and her babies. She told you that survivors were told to go to the High Hall to take refuge. And supposedly, that is where the Duke is. With her, and also Leffit, a mage who was trying to get her spellbook from the pair of black antlers, had all travelled to Helm Shildhall, and you'd found it to be under attack by a scourge of about 100 or more undead, being rallied by devils. You guys fought your way through the horde of undead, and began to make your way through Helm Shildhall, fighting through multiple devils that were given orders by a bone devil to kill all Hellriders. And they'd been pretty successful. They'd killed pretty much every single Hellrider, bar a few that you guys managed to save. And you'd fought your way through, all the way to the top floor, and you'd found the spiral staircase that leads down to the hold. Beyond the hold are the survivors that had flocked to Helm Shildhall. About 100 or so townfolk, and also Onthar Froom, this devout paladin of Helm. He was actually combating a bone devil when you guys had arrived, and he bolstered you all to aid him in combat to defeat this beast. We ended the session with you guys taking refuge with all the survivors, resting, recuperating, and waking up the next day with Onthar Froom coming to tell you that all is clear. So everyone should be level 6, should all be long rested.
Well, that's a lot of tokens. A lot of quintuplets in this town.
Everyone has a haunted look on their face. All of these people. This guy looks scared. This guy looks scared. She's kind of worried. She looks troubled.
Yeah, she's had a crack.
She looks high.
Okay. So, this is the next day. Zygon, you were protecting some of the survivors and helping out the Hellriders during these events.
Alright.
So, Onthar's told you it's all cleared, and you're here the next day with Onthar Froom. This guy, he's a dwarf. I'll show you the handout actually. He's pretty much the one in charge of Helm Shildhall now, in the absence of, most of the Hellriders that have been killed. And you can see he has the devout holy symbol of Helm, a gauntlet with an eyeball in the back of his gauntlet. Sorry, Torm, not Helm. Very similar gods. So, this is the next morning. all the survivors have thanked you all. You saved Leffit, Ander, Harkina, Zi Liang, Raymond Mantlemorn, Rhea's father, Lashada Calwatt, and also Estra Felder. Mostly Hellriders. Then one of them was like a caretaker, another one was a cook. And obviously Harkina and Leffit came from the actual city itself. So Ontharr Froom comes and greets you all the next morning. Rise and shine! As these massive adamantine doors swing open, all of the 100 or so frightened townfolk huddle backwards. And Onthar's there standing at these doors. After pressing his holy symbol onto the doors, they've opened. It's clear out there. We've taken care of the rest of the incursion. You're all safe for now, he says. He declares that loudly. His booming voice reaches everyone in this underground cavern. You guys have
starting to feel like fishing in barrels over here.
You guys have sort of woken up. You've already prepared your spells and put on all your gear and gotten ready for another adventuring day.
Well, I had to make sure it was safe and secure. And I've got some bad news. There weren't many that survived the attack. What you see before you, and 2 more men standing watch outside the walls, are all we have left of the Hellriders of Elturel.
So that means real estate's going to be cheap when we get it back.
I laid down my life to protect all of you, and so did these adventurers. You all should thank them.
The frightened town folks start to kind of speak up a little bit. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for saving us. Thank you for protecting us. But what now? What do we do, man? That I'm unsure. All I can tell ye is that we should pray in the name of the Triad, Helm, Torm, and Ilmater for our protection to ensure our survival.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am down
Gets
for
with the praying and
He's more directing that at the townfolk rather than you guys. But some people also start to agree.
And what of our heroes? What will ye do? Stay to protect Helm's Shieldhole, perhaps?
I think we should escort these people to the High Hall.
Yeah. Well, at least we want to know what's going on at the High Hall.
The High Hall? Are you mad? Escort these people across that hell-forbidden land? And what? Have them picked off by devils on the way? That does not seem like a wise course of action, son.
well, I mean, whatever we're going to do is just kind of we've got to figure out the problems how to get out to here. So I was hoping that Tears or the High Halls would have some suggestions on how to do that, and maybe around the books that the Hellrider signs might be a good place to start.
I have some skills for when I grew up as an urchin that could get us there quickly.
That's all good for you, but I'm not about to risk the life of what survivors we have here for some little shortcuts known by an urchin. Do you not trust these holy doors to protect the townfolk? And what of the High Hall? The towers have been torn asunder. Puh,
How are you getting
they're
out of
probably
here?
all dead.
Well,
Well, I mean, if that's the case and you think it's too dangerous, then we can at least go there and see for ourselves. I mean, our small band is probably strong enough, and then hopefully we can maybe, if there are friendlies in there, we could convince them to set an expedition to rescue these souls, so we can consolidate our defenses.
That might be a good idea. Let's not throw these innocent people into the unknown. So, you're going to head to the high hole then, is it?
It's the plan.
Suddenly someone calls out, and take the devil with you! And you hear a lot of commotion. People start they seem to be unhappy. It's coming from deep within the massive crowd of people. And people are starting to call out,
Piss off, devil! You're the reason why this has all happened! Go back outside where you belong, you freak! She's got horns, look at her!
and a heap of people are pushing around this female tiefling.
Hold on. She's not the reason you're here. The reason you're here was, what's his name?
A Tormite.
Thaddeus Krieg.
Thaddeus Krieg. He
Sign the
made the
book.
deal with the devils to take Alterel here.
Lies!
No,
Demon! Sympathizer!
The town folk start calling out.
Wait, we just saved you.
It's just
Onthar just tries to calm everything down as well.
Hold! What's going on here? Everyone calm down! And don't start to try to incite some sort of riot there, boy!
And Onthar, he does not seem very happy with you, Raven. And you need to make an athletics or an acrobatics check. He tries to grab you by the arm. Alright, he grabs onto your arm and pulls you close.
Now, don't go spurting them sorts of words around here. We've got 100 frightened town folk. Their only hope. Their only hope.
Let them harm an innocent person.
Their only hope is with the leaders of this town. Whether it's true or not, I won't have you inciting some sort of riot within these walls. Now, if you want to speak like that again, I'll have to ask you to leave.
I don't think I have to. They heard.
He lets go of you. And some people are starting to become even more distraught now.
What's he talking about? What is that about Thaddeus Krieg? He's the only one that can save us!
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he'll save you.
just-
Don't you worry.
yeah. Just don't worry about it. We'll take care of something. Just be everyone, please.
Take that devil with you!
And then they
He's
push
a-
this
He's
woman.
a great man.
Alright, you don't need to make a deception check because no one's really listening that intently. There's just so much going on at the moment.
They just pop up in random places in the crowd there, like the genie in Aladdin. Yeah, he's good. Oh yeah, he saved us. Oh yeah, we're gonna be okay.
And no one's trying to incite you, Alandir, so you don't need to make a deception check. But yeah, they push this tiefling woman out and they're yelling racist slurs at her. So
I look at the dwarf. Are you gonna put up with that?
Trish, would you like to describe your character?
If you've ever seen a succubus, she looks almost exactly like one. Ruby red skin, horns, solid golden eyes, and silvery white hair.
No wings.
Not that you can see.
God, she sounds exactly like Seika.
I know, right?
Alright. As this is going on, Onthar pushes through.
Enough! Stop arguing! Stop bickering! We're not going to get anywhere unless we all work together! Or we'll die in this godforsaken place! Hell will consume our souls! Now, What's going on here? He comes over to see what's happening with Patience.
They don't like me. And I haven't done anything to them.
This Onthar grabs this elf, this guy here, and like shoves him up against the wall. If I hear one more racist word out of your mouth, I'll throw you out there and you'll see what the real devils will do to you. I'm sorry, Missy. You've got no right, any of you, to judge this woman on her appearance. Sure, she looks like one of them, but doesn't mean she's the same. But honestly, I don't think you should stay here, Missy. You're making the other townfolk very uneasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
If she thinks she can handle it herself, we'll take her along, I guess.
Yeah, what kind of skills do you got there?
She's a
Well,
succubus.
maybe we do have some things to talk about. So maybe we want to shut these holy doors and maybe have a little conversations outside of the ears of all the masses.
Okay, that's a good idea. Anyone who's leaving, out! I'm closing these doors back up. The survivors, they thank you guys one more time, each in a different way. And
Is Rhea staying or coming?
she steps out.
Okay.
And Seika, what's Seika doing?
She'll stay and help protect these people in case any more demons come after the survivors.
Okay.
Case, you
As you say that, Leffert corrects you. They're actually devils, Leffert says.
Devils, demons.
Cool.
And then Onthar closes these massive adamantine doors by touching his salty symbol on them. And they just
Bye, Kaylin.
seal back up.
Bye.
Looks like Callan's staying too. Bye! Says Lulu.
Bye.
Rhea, why are you coming with us? Isn't this what your quest was? What else do you have left to do with us?
Alright, Ray looks like she's a little bit teary. I've come to say goodbye. That's why I'm here. I think you've already guessed it. I will remain at Helm Shield Hall. 'Tis my place.
Well, hopefully we'll save everybody here and then we can hang out at some.
Yeah, we'll save El Toro for you.
I am
Yeah,
sworn
you
to
keep the
protect
people here safe.
anyone who falls under the light of the companion. I must protect these people. I am bound by my oath.
Yeah, you might need to figure out the different criterias and all, being as the companion's gone and whatnot. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
The companion is still here. It's just corrupted.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Mm-hmm. Don't though.
It's not like I have a choice. You know that my soul is at stake. Onthar,
Right.
let me back in. Gotta get out my holy symbol again. I gotta touch it to the door again. In and out, in and out. You know these doors don't have a warranty.
That's what she said.
And you see Rhea crying as Onthar shuts her back in. Well, that's another Hell Rider for us. What's a Majiggy? What was her name again, that lass?
I think it was Ray.
Rhea Mantimo, Hellrider of El Toro.
Ah, yeah. That's the one. So, it's you lot then.
Yep, it's us lot.
So it's just to be frank and all that this is all a temporary solutions unless we can figure out ways to get everyone's out of here. So how do we think we can do that?
Well, I'm not sure, but the Duke, all the Raven Guard, he was here a couple of days ago. He took a handful of guards with him and he headed to the High Hall. Took that book that you was talking about, the Tome of the Creed Resolute. Said they were going to make a stand at the High Hall and were telling survivors to muster there. He said he was looking for some sort of helmet. Some helmet of Torm's sight. Said it was going to give him some guidance. Not sure where it's kept, but he was talking something about a cemetery. Could be that Grand Cemetery. Anyway, I'm guessing he's got into some sort of trouble, or things have been going well and he's working on a fix. The only place I could think for you to look at him would either be the cemetery or the High Hall.
So you said that the High Hall is under bad shapes and whatnot with the incursion. So I'd vote for the cemetery, although that seems like a bad place to go and help too. So
to be honest,
Nah.
I'd heard survivors had traveled to the High Hall, but I mean you can see it. The place is on fire. I don't even know if anyone would be left after an impact like that. But that man, that older Raven Guard, I worked with him a few times. I was on the Council of Waterdeep about 10 years ago. And he's a tough son of a bitch, I'll tell ya. Them Baldurians, they make him tough. I don't think it'd be so easy to kill.
So what you guys think? Should we head to the High Halls, or he wants to go to that graveyard and whatnot? I think we need to find this guy.
I think we need to figure out what the situation is with the rest of the survivors, right?
Well, yeah, and I think High Hall is the place some of whatever is left might be.
Yep, that's what I think.
Okay, then looks like we're gonna go to the High Halls.
Lulu speaks telepathically to you, Nico.
I think that's a good idea. The High Hall. That's where the book is. Davius Creed, he made the book evil, and he used it to keep all the people of Elturel, capture them and put them into hell. Maybe we can use it to undo the magic.
I don't
Sounds
know.
like a
Do
plan.
I think's back at you? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, you just thinks back at me. And after that, after we undo the magic and we save Elturel, we're gonna go get the Sword of Zariel, and I'll get all my memories back, and I'll fight beside Zariel, and she'll be an angel again.
Okay, I mean that sounds like wonderful plans and whatnot. Let's take this one steps at a time.
One other thing, Nico. That shield that Zygon has, I don't like it. It seems really, really bad. And if I see really, really bad things, well, I just can't stand for it. I'm going to have to punish him.
Okay, so I'll have some little talks with him.
Okay.
I think that's got evil shields and what, notwithstanding and all. So we'll maybe we can take care of the two things at one time. We'll destroy the shields with the sword.
That sounds reasonable.
Oh yeah.
It's a big.
By the way,
Give it up for the power of friendship.
I can't remember. Did I give you all a reward or not for saving us?
You didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Alright, well, firstly, that mace that you're holding, Zygon, that belongs to me. But I'll allow you to
okay.
keep it.
Oh, thank you.
And I can spare ye a vial of holy water for each soul that you've saved. 7 in total. But I'd noticed that the armory had been opened.
Yeah, we took some. I still have some here. I didn't know when's to give it back before or
Yeah,
after. we
Mantle
went to High
One
Hall.
said we could borrow them because she's a Hell Rider of Elturel.
Aye. And when you borrow something, you give it back. I'm going to have to ask to confiscate all of the things that you took from the armory. Hand it back now.
Well, I used ones of them, but you can have the other 4s back.
Well, if it's used, it's gone. So, all of the things that you guys took from the armory, either holy water, the
Weapons fire.
silvered weapons, or whatnot, you're asked to hand it all back
work
in.
on devils and fiends? I don't think it does, right?
Holy water, undead. Maybe it works on fiends, but I think it's just undead.
There you go. 4 given back.
Fiend or undead does work on devils. Alright, so I'll just read out what everyone took as well. Let me know if you just want to keep something, if you want to withhold something. If not, I'll presume that you've given everything back. So, oh, where is it? Does anyone not remember what they took?
I took like 3 or 4 things of Alchemist Fire, which I gave back.
Okay.
I took 6 flasks of holy water and I think a silvered mace. I hand those back.
Okay. I try to take a look and it logged me out of Roll20, apparently.
So what happened to Seiko? Did she's staying with those survivors?
Yeah. She's found friends. She found loves with that one guy, and there's like 7 copies of him in there. So
Oh, right.
There's
So,
one for each-
This guy, Mr.
one for
HD.
each day of the week.
aw, look at that beard. That mustache is magnificent.
can't
One
say
guy
no
for
to that
each
top
day of the
knot.
week.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
top knot. So
I don't think that mustache will fit into a face mask, so coronavirus might be an issue. But
Okay, so, alright.
Kung Flu.
Does anyone withhold anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll be the rogue.
I didn't even take anything,
Alright.
Alan.
So Ontha counts up what you guys give back. And you said you used one of them vials there, and just like calculates it all. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Now, of course, I'm not gonna send you out back onto the streets without sufficient arms and armor to defend yourself. Alright. Who doesn't have at least a silvered weapon?
Me.
What is your weapon of choice, lass?
Alcohol.
Well, tambourine, but I'll take a rapier in case the tambourine doesn't work.
I think we're all out of silver tambourines, so a rapier will do. And as he, as you guys are talking, you're walking and you're heading back to like the armory when this happens. No, we don't need to worry about moving over there. But he takes out a silver rapier, so he's standing like you guys are all standing around the armory, and he's standing like he's inside the armory handing you guys stuff. And as he hands it to you, handle first, but he holds onto the blade, and he says to you, patient, now you're going to accompany them and help them, alright?
Yes.
Alright, and then he lets go of the silver rapier. Anyone else need a silvered weapon? They'll cut straight through a devil's flesh, like a hot knife through lard.
Or like a silver weapon through devil's flesh.
That too.
Do you have any silver arrows that you could loan us?
Aye. He throws a quiver of 20 silver arrows at you.
Thank you.
Silver vorpal arrows.
Anything else?
you're putting that right on your sheet, so I don't have to put in the party list, right?
Yeah, I'll put on my sheet. So 20
you.
arrows of
Of
devil's
silver.
flame. Awesome.
Arrows of silver kind. Alright, alright! You're all good for silver weapons then.
Thank you.
What about armor? There's nothing like a big, thick layer of steel to protect you. You'd want it to be in between a devil's claw and your flesh.
Maybe Bargle. Do you got anything for Bargle?
Do you have any elven chain or something that's nice and light? Because I'm weak.
Elven chain? Pfft. Ha! A devil's claw will cut straight through that inferior workmanship.
About Mithril?
What do you think this is? A royal treasury?
Yeah.
Well, it isn't.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, well.
Alright. Anyone need armor?
Didn't someone want full plate?
Bargle.
I have full plate.
Are you there,
Unless you
Bargle?
got any non-metal stuffs, it's I'm like a vegan and all.
If you're speaking, Bargle, we can't hear you. Let me message him. Maybe he went AFK. He got upset when he didn't get his armor.
Any magical shield?
I knew somebody wanted to get full plate.
If I had a magic shield, I'd be having it strapped to my arm rather than give it to you, lad.
Greedy.
Bargo points at some plate armor. He's like, "Can I get some plate? This splint is not cutting it here."
Of course, Bargle. My proud warrior. If anyone deserves it, it's you for your efforts. We'll fit you into a suit of plate armor.
Made for halflings.
So
That's why
3
I had
suits
to
then.
say.
Don't get greedy now. Alright, and 7 vials of holy water as promised. 1 for each of you. May as well add 1 to your inventory. Each.
Someone can have 2. That's not really.
I'll take 2.
It just burns Patience's hand when she tries to pick it up. Any arrows or bolts needed? Your regular arrows are not gonna get through a devil's skin.
I'll take another quiver if you're giving them away.
Alright then. That's the last one. We're down to 260.
Bargo, if he'll take the 20 silver bolts he had before and just take them back again because that's all he has for silver ranged.
Alright, take that. And what about something with a little bit of reach there? A halberd? Good for you, Bargle.
I already showed my silver glaive. All right, I already handled my lord.
Alright then. Enough of this me lord nonsense. Good luck. I hope you do find the Duke. Report back to me if you figure out how to restore this devil-forsaken earth moat in which we stand. And he sees you guys out.
Bye.
Bye!
So, gentlemen. I don't know exactly what book you guys are speaking of, but it might be best to not share the information with every single person you come across.
Oh my gosh, you sound like
Are you using a voice modulator?
Parasite or something. Yeah.
No?
You're not?
That was natural. That was
It
great.
actually sounds like it. She's being possessed.
It sounds like the evil ghost monster in a Japanese anime movie.
What?
Yes.
What?
That's perfect.
That what?
Or like the devil on Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay. That reference I get. Okay.
So what's the plans here? We got to go.
I think head
High
straight
Hall?
down the road to High Hall.
Let's get
Okay.
high at the hall.
Can Callan get us there quicker?
He can.
Callan, do something for once. Show us how to get there.
Can you tell me how to get?
You're saying this is Sesame Street?
To High Hall Street.
Alright, Callan, with your city secrets, you can get through this straight. You can walk this straight line a lot quicker. No, using the instead of just walking straight through these burning gardens,
It's
you
a
use all of
cover.
the back alleys, and you have
a significantly decreased chance of having any random encounters on the way.
Quick, this way. Follow me.
It's literally just a straight.
Other straight line.
Okay.
He's like telling you all about like these secret back alleys that he knows, and he's literally just like walking to, like in the middle of the street.
Yeah, we call this back alley Main Street.
It's the only street in my town.
Okay. All right, you guys get there very, very quick. You could almost say twice as quick. And you're about 100 feet away from High Hall now. As you near it, the evidence of its destruction becomes more apparent. It's a cliff-top castle, and it was once the crowning architectural jewel of Elturel. Only 3 of its 5 watchtowers still stand, though they appear abandoned. The wooden gates that once led into the castle's grounds have been shattered, leaving a gaping hole in the wall. You travel up through the gaping hole in the wall, and you can see this smouldering impact crater that's full of raging hot coals. There's a big, thick trail of black smoke peering up. Again, everything is kind of dark as well. Everything seems very grim. And sporadic flashes of purple lightning are constantly slamming into the ground, some of them uncomfortably close, as you see the 400-foot diameter black companion causing these flashes of lightning to hit multiple buildings every minute or so. The entire ground shudders some more, and you feel almost as if the city sinks that little bit more, closer into the river Styx below. The entire west side of the castle has been reduced to just a pile of smashed brick and broken wood. And most of the surviving buildings are blackened by soot. At the center of the castle grounds, you see the High Hall Cathedral still standing defiant, and there are these gigantic arched doors leading into the cathedral area. It's the only really structurally intact entrance that you see. You guys approach, and you're inside that courtyard area now, and you're about 50 feet away from the doors when you see a couple of corpses on the ground. I'll move over to a map for you guys. So these are the doors. There are these 2 somewhat holy looking statues flanking the entrance. They seem to be intact. And you just see 2 corpses on the ground.
Anything in the pockets?
They don't have pockets. They're both dressed in plate mail.
Oh,
I want to check for signs of injury or what may have slain them.
Okay. As you're getting closer to take a closer inspection, you can see that they're probably Hell Riders. They're dressed in the same sort of armor that Bargle's wearing. And no sign of their silvered weapons. And you can make a medicine check to figure out what has killed them. You're not entirely sure. They seem to have been burnt. It could have been the impact from an explosion. Maybe they got hit by some lightning, but you're not 100% sure of that. There doesn't look to be any threats in the castle grounds as well. There is actually blood oozing from one of the Hell Rider's hands.
hey, if it's oozing, he's still alive. Dead men don't bleed.
It kind of looks like, when you see this, Callum, it kind of looks like a bite.
What's he
Yeah,
got over
I'll
there?
let the others know.
Well, I don't know. Seems awful complicated.
Oh, those poor souls.
Yep, poor unfortunate souls.
They had it coming to them, Zygon.
So, what do we see? This is what right here?
The doors.
Okay.
Let's enter.
I mean, you think, are the doors open? Looks pretty close to me.
They're closed. They're made of iron. They're about 18 feet tall and arched, set of double doors.
Colin, are you able to speak to dead creatures? I've seen some priestly people do that before.
I have not prayed to the Lady Luck for that power today.
I see.
Do we hear any sounds of like combat or anything? Is it all quiet here?
Make a perception check. With your passive, you're not hearing anything. You try to listen a little bit closer, and
Make it worse.
it's definitely quiet.
I'll go up to the doors. Lady Luck favors the bold.
As you approach the doors, you can't help but notice these two statues. At first, you feel like they're priestly statues, perhaps dedicated to one of the triad. But you realize the statues have somewhat been twisted. The women who sit on these alabaster thrones, toting spears and bouquets of flowers, have horns jutting out of their heads. Their faces have been twisted into a scowl, and the spears that they hold look jagged and serrated, and the flowers and the stony bouquet in their hands have wilted and died. Sharp nails protrude from their fingers and toes, and they look fiendish instead. As you approach the doors, Callan, you see that the doors are actually slightly ajar, and then everyone hears a growl. And stepping around to the right side of the entrance is a beast. It looks like a dog. Its flesh looks like it's made from obsidian. Its eyes glow red, and it has these red glowing glands vibrating from within its gullet, and like the smell of brimstone betrays its presence. It's growling, and it looks kind of mean. And as it's growling,
Easy boy.
black
Easy
smoke's coming out of its mouth.
I want to pat it with an Eldritch Blast.
Nico, you try to get close, and before you've even taken your first step, there's more growling. And two more hellhounds step out from around this corner behind the statue. And they start barking and running at you guys.
Attack!
This one leaps forward. It runs and it kind of slides to a halt. And when it slides to a halt, it opens its mouth. And a 15-foot cone of fire explodes outwards from its maw. And Zygon and Patience, you both need to make dexterity saves against its fire breath.
I have protection thingy now, so you get +4 to.
Ooh.
You both make the saving throw, and you're both resistance, so you both take 4 fire damage. And the Hellhound just does that fire breath and then ends its turn there.
All we need is just a little patience.
Callan.
There's 3 of them.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast my holy coin, spiritual weapon.
That's great. That's classic.
Alright. Who are you casting it on?
This one right here.
It's a miss. The coin just whooshes by the Hellhound's face.
And that's my bonus action, right?
That's a bonus action.
So I'll toll the dead the same hellhound.
Makes a wisdom save. And it resists. Hellhounds continue barking and howling. And this one jumps at Nico. Tries to bite him.
Bad dog.
It misses as you step back. Nico.
Okay, bad dog. I will, I guess I'll just boop him. I'll miss.
It's a complete mess.
But I'll flank around this way, so he has to make hard choices if he wants to breathe fire.
Raven.
Alright. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna blast the one on Nico. Or not.
Miss and a hit.
There we go.
The second beam slams into the Hellhound's side and
Yeah, that's not adding my charisma there, so +3. And I'll go fix that.
okay. Alright. Breaks through its flesh a little bit, releasing a small gout of fire. Baldur, you come over with the great axe. That is a miss. And that hits. And can't hear you if you're speaking, Bargle.
Oh no, sorry. That was yeah.
Alright, you bring the axe down and just slash through the side of the Hellhound. When you cut its flesh, this fiery blood begins to leak out from its torso. Alandir.
I'm gonna cunning action dash, and then I'm gonna move to here, pull out my rapier, and poke its eyeball.
That hits.
It's supposed to be booming blade. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I have to add 2d8. D8. Let me add a d8.
Alright, Booming Blade. Alright, you cast a Booming Blade, and it slams straight into the Hellhound. The thunderous energy rips out another big chunk of its flesh and just reveals like fire underneath its skin. The Hellhound yelps and is very badly hurt. Patience.
Okay, I'm going to mind spike this hellhound.
It lets out a really loud yelp. And it takes the 20 psychic damage. And what does the spell do again? I forgot.
Oh, I can keep track of it.
Oh, that's right.
I don't expect it to leave.
Right.
And for a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Zygot. And
Okay.
it's a D6.
D6? Okay.
Forgot to intern. That's it.
Zygon.
Alright. I'll just move straight through the spiritual climb. Give it a pat on the head for you can do it. And then I'm gonna hit things. First attack with the mace +1. Pow.
It's a hit.
Okay. Second attack.
And another hit. The mace.
Wait, I don't think you have a mace +1 anymore. I think you have the mace of disruption.
I've had the mace +1 since like level 4.
When we got the mace of disruption, you took that, and I think that Callan took the other mace.
I think Callan stole it off you last session, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do a Lightbringer.
Alright, well,
Oh, okay.
I would say that
They both would hit anyway. Just two,
Yeah.
I guess.
okay. So yes. Just take the Mace of Disruption for now, Zygon. Pretend you are attuned to it, and we'll sort out
Yep.
if you guys wanted to swap weapons over. I'll just take one off the attack and damage.
No, that's fine. I already deleted the mace +1. That's fine. I just didn't know we did that. So this is.
You got your pocket.
Alright, you got this.
Well,
this
you weren't
thing.
there, so it was an easy decision.
You had no.
Yeah, I know, right?
You had no rebuttal.
Yeah.
Well, we said you spent the entire fight that we were fighting and tuning to the Mace of Disruption.
Yeah, you saw like so many undead, so you spent like an hour attuning to the Mace of Disruption, and at the end of the hour, all the undead were already defeated.
That is fair. All right, that's my turn.
This hellhound growls, and it's going to run and skirt around here and jump at Patience and try and bite her. It has advantage from pack tactics. It hits. It chomps onto for 12 points of damage. You feel the fire from its maw, but also resist it. Lulu just starts yelling, "Hey, you big mean hellhound! Get away from her!" Ow! And Lulu flies over and just blasts the hellhound in the face with sparkles. And scintillating energy just wafts out from Lulu's trumpet, directed directly at that hellhound, and it makes a con save. And it fails, and the sparkles start to melt away the hellhound's flesh, leaving the hellhound looking slightly injured.
A big cone could have hit both.
Nope.
That wouldn't have hit. It's oh no, her cone is actually yes, I was thinking 15 foot. Hers is 30. But she doesn't want to hit Zygon because she doesn't want to hurt Zygon, and she's pretty convinced that Zygon is not the best of creatures at this stage.
What?
Or
I've bathed in her thingy before. I've been fine.
she's got the shield of the Hidden Lord.
Eh. It's only slightly evil.
Look, she thinks better of a tiefling who looks literally like a devil.
Now I doubt Lulu is racing. It's fine.
This hellhound tries to bite Patience.
Yeah.
Just targeting the most vulnerable target they have available to them. That's a hit. And you're bit for 12 points of damage. Their pack tactics, they're just ripping you apart. Callan.
You're too pretty to die.
Especially on your first outing with us.
Leave her alone, beast.
That's a hit. The spiritual coin slashes into the hellhound's side. It lets out another yelp and it begins to look quite weak. It's staggering around. You double it up with the Toll of the Dead. And the hellhound just it yelps again. And this time it kind of just explodes. And when it dies, it erupts into smoke and blazing embers. And just this black scorch is stained onto the ground. And you actually notice there are a couple of other similar looking stains on the ground, as if perhaps these Hellrise had taken out one or two already. This hellhound is going to
Run over to get Lou.
skirt around behind Nico and Bargle. You get an opportunity attack. It hits. Alright, the booming blade goes off as it moves, and Baldur, you slash through it, and that hellhound, it just explodes, leaving another black stain on the floor. Nico.
Oh, goes up to here. Hit the hound with thorn whip. Or miss the hound with the thorn whip.
It's a miss.
I'll move back over here.
Okay.
Raven.
I'm gonna give some loving to the succubus. So you can have 10 points back. With the radiant light. And then I'm gonna shoot the hellhound.
That's a hit. And a hit. Both beams slam into the hellhound, knocking it back a foot. It digs its claws along the ground to keep itself from being thrown even further
So
away.
I do push it back 10 feet.
Okay. Slides along the ground. Bargle.
What do you? Me.
Bargle, are you speaking?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm moving. I'll dash to get over to it.
Okay. Just yeah, let us know what you're doing because
Sorry, I muted myself. I didn't know I was talking to myself.
I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Alan Deer, you're out.
As usual, dash. And then attack.
That is a narrow miss. The hellhound ducks and the blade goes over the top of its back. Patience.
Okay, I'm gonna move. And then attack that thing.
That's a hit. A direct hit straight in its face. Lets out a loud yelp. Second beam misses and just
Did you get your 10 points back, patient?
flies by.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Oh, you really hurt.
actually heal myself.
The hellhound's kind of stumbling and coughing up lava-y smoke. Like black smoke with little sprays of lava coming from its mouth. It's looking seriously hurt. Zygon.
Okie dokie. I was using the Mace of Disruption all along. Haha, Hellhound. You were alright. And first attack.
That is a direct hit, and you just boop the hellhound on the head. It shifts it to the ground, and then poof, it also erupts, becoming a black stain on the ground.
I look at the mace. Ah, it does work.
The mace, the head of the mace is somewhat kind of twisted as well. Where there is a starburst, upon closer inspection, you see that the top of the mace kind of looks like devil's claws, and you swear you can see this image of like a devil's face in the starburst on certain angles when it reflects the light.
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Patience.
Isn't it
Tell her
better
not
just
to-
like heal?
Tell her not to
Sure
rush
will.
hellhounds again. So save the rest
Okay.
for when she goes down.
Well, you can only prepare a certain amount of spells, so it's not like he has
Yes.
access to every cleric spell automatically. Maybe he doesn't have Cure Wounds prepared.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do not.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
how
does.
now? How now, brown cow?
So it's all clerics gets that. That's why the people beat clerics.
Lulu says, "Well, I used to know how to heal as well. I used magic, but I don't remember how anymore."
Oh,
Aww. It's okay, little guy. Even though you probably think I'm evil.
Maybe you need just to find the gods to remember to talk with, or like maybe you need like a celestial recharge or something.
I don't know. I can't remember much at all.
It's okay. We'll figure it all out. You'll remember once we find the swords and all.
Do you really think so?
I hope so.
We will,
Gotta
Lulu.
count for
We
something.
will.
You guys
Don't
are
you
so
worry, Lulu.
nice to me. Are you helping me because you want to be my friends?
Of course.
Yes, we want to be
They're
your
your
friend.
friends.
Well, we also want to save all those people, but
You
also
can all
to be your
hear
friend.
me. Before I could only speak to one person, and now it's like you can all hear me.
Yeah, that's the
Can't we-
powers of friendships.
Wait! I think I'm remembering something. Yes.
What is it?
I know why. I know what happened. Why I was sent back to the material plane.
A material.
Why's that?
Why's that? And why are you sad about it?
I don't know why. I just remember it was Zario. She sent me back to the material plane. But I don't remember why. But maybe, just maybe, there's a tiny little spark of goodness deep down inside her still.
Well, it's definitely good indications that she didn't kill you. So that if she sent you back, that's a something for sure.
Wait!
Yep.
I think my powers are returning! Yes! Ready? I'm gonna do a trumpet!
Did that come out of your trumpet? Where did that come out of?
That's $20 for a trumpet. Dude.
Did it? Was there glitter? 'Cause
That was
I
the other
really-
trumpet.
Okay, just be careful.
Alright, so the more you guys treat Lulu well, and the more your bond of friendship touches Lulu's heart, the more memory she will regain. And you'll see on her character sheet, this is a list of memories that she's regained.
Okay.
What's gonna work? Teamwork.
Oh, wait.
She's gonna evolve. Like you get friendship points.
She's a Pokemon.
Yeah, she'll turn into like
Salamence or something.
yeah.
Yeah. She's a celestial type Pokemon. We gotta fire one. I'm gonna catch them all. I'm actually Nico Ash.
Alrighty, so we opening the door and going in?
Yeah, the door's already ajar. And
It's a jar of jam.
pushing them open, it's quite dark inside. You can just see a vague bit of this, basically twilight, casting these shadows of multicolored light from the stained glass windows, which are jagged and shattered. And there is a staircase ascending to a mighty hall ahead of you.
Yeah, looks fine to me, guys. Totally bright. Let's go in. Watch out for that third stair. It's loose.
There are some braziers illuminating the interior of this hall.
Seen that website. It's all about burning pot.
At the top of these stairs leading up to the cathedral, there's a massive archway that opens into a very long hall containing 6 columns. And all of the stained glass windows that you see lining this hall are kind of smashed. They've been defiled in some way. And the first pillar that you spot, or the first 2 lots of pillars, you can see that they've been carved to represent Torm, this holy warrior in full plate. But the infernal magic of Avernus has warped his image and warped others. They now represent a likeness of a winged female devil wielding a luminous sword. And Lulu points it out.
Zario!
That's what she looks like?
Well, she
Get off
kind
me.
of looks like that. She looks like she's changed somehow. I don't know what went wrong. She is corrupted.
Oh, hell changes you, man.
We'll clean her.
I hope we can find her and try and make her all better.
So, if you were to be hiding like a whole bunch of a whole bunch of townsfolk and whatnots, where would you go with that? Probably the crypts again?
Possibly. I mean, who's been here?
These stairs go up and down, or just up?
The stairs have already ended. There's just a
No,
hallway
these ones
now.
over here.
Alright, looking around the corner, you see a stone spiral staircase ascending, and the ceiling is 20 feet overhead. They seem to lead up into a second story.
Well, those stairs over there, they go up. I mean, we had to go ups to go down in the other place. That might just be like an architectural things in this city. Means it seems a little counterintuitive.
Beyond
But, you
the spiral staircase, Raven, you can see some of the walls to the east and to the west decorated with these beautiful paintings. They seem to depict the strength and valor of Elturel's people. But when you take a little bit of a closer look with your devil sight, you'll actually see that the people of Eltegard are not actually doing acts of strength and valor. Instead, they are succumbing to temptation. They're dying at the hands of fiends. They're being tortured. They suffer. And the images seem to shift and swirl unsettlingly. It appears that the cathedral has been desecrated.
Well, that really sucks.
Well, poopy.
Will we be changed?
What's going
like
on
the
up here?
paintings?
There's lots going on up here. It's like
You can see some burning braziers. Well, you can see light coming from nothing apparently, and then a burning brazier. Get over there, brazier. Where are you?
Could I get a light source, Seb, since Mace of Disruption has like a 20-foot range or something?
Yeah.
20 bright, 20 dim.
Alright, you hold up the Mace of Disruption using it like a torch, and the golden glow illuminates more of this same image repeatedly. This angel, or a corrupted angel, wielding this luminous sword, which kind of almost glows with a light blue eminence. So there's a couple of braziers that are lit. They seem to be some sort of continual flame. And the place is massive. This cathedral is just sprawling. And it's just a wide open space. Probably where the altar is.
Where was the altar? Up a little bit.
I haven't seen the altar.
Do any guys ever church and know where the altars is? Because I don't really church much.
Whoa, what is this?
Yeah, I don't.
Whoa, that looks like a big hand. That looks like an altar or something.
It is.
Yeah.
So it's an
I
altar.
don't think that's a job for hand.
It's
This me, but I'm not a church-going individual either.
I think
It
it's an
must be
altar.
It's
Oh,
a
you
hand to
heathens.
take our money.
it's
So
yeah, it's resting on a dais, and it's in the middle of this massive hall. You can see some more pillars. Each one is carved with the same image over and over and over again, all the way around, just depicting Zariel. And
does the hand look corrupted or the altar look corrupted?
it looks good. It's actually made of this beautifully polished teak wood, and it takes the shape of a gauntleted hand that's clenched into a fist. And you can clearly see a large lever standing next to the altar, suggesting that it's got some sort of mechanical function.
Oh, there's pulley things over there. Maybe he's Maybe something spins. I mean, they got all those arrows pointing around in the directions.
I'm worried. Wasn't there supposed to be people here? Where is everyone?
Don't you worry,
Yeah.
Lulu. We'll find them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, looks on the bright side. There's also not any devils in here.
Yeah. This is concerning. But
Okay.
pull the lever.
You gonna pull the lever? That seems like some better plans than me pulling the lever. That's for sure.
Alright. I'm pulling the lever.
Alright, when you pull the lever, all it does is just open the hand. So it becomes an open palm, suggesting that you could, put some offerings to Torm on it. Just opens up.
I mean, what do Torms like? I mean,
They like Lulus.
Lulu flies over and sits in the palm.
okay.
Okay, turn the lever back.
Don't go crushing the Lulus. That's very sad.
Yeah.
Just joking. You can't give me up. I'm your friend, and we're gonna go together and save
Exactly.
Zario. Oh, poor Zario.
I'll put a gold piece into the hand. And then
Ah,
close
yes.
it,
All churches like gold.
and then
No, you
seal
won't,
it up.
Zygon.
Says the Hidden Lord.
What is this god going to do for you?
What? He's my god.
Huh. Oh, why doesn't he save Elturel then?
Well, he's empowering us to save it, so
I'll not have you
Think-
waste your efforts.
it's a gold, dude.
Huh. I don't care. I don't want you putting that coin on that filthy altar.
Alright. Is he going to try to dominate me?
You know it.
Try.
Alrighty.
Luckily, he only gets this one for the day.
Charisma.
Yep, you have to make a charisma saving throw. Alright, you resist.
He sulks.
Alright.
Ah,
Alright. This isn't me forsaking our deal, by the way. This is just me exerting my own free will.
Free will.
And then I'll do that, and then I'll pull the lever to close the fist around.
Alright, do you say a prayer or something to Torm?
Yeah.
Alright, what is
Yeah,
your
I'll
god? Is it
definitely-
Torm?
I believe it's Torm. I forget.
Yep.
Yep, it's Torm.
It's been so long since he's been holy.
it's the Hidden Lord.
Actually, who actually is it though?
All on that
Yeah, it's Torm. It's Torm.
paladin. Same difference.
Okay.
And I will write that
Make
down. so I
a
don't forget.
religion check with advantage as you try to recite a prayer to Torm. You don't feel connected to Torm at this current time, and your prayers are not heard. The gold piece actually slips out of the palm and falls onto the ground.
Aw. Alright. I'll pick it up.
Zygon, what if I give the hand this magical mace?
Eh.
But
That'd be good.
that seems like that would be wise. But I'll like. Can I like climbs up into the hands?
We give you to Torm?
It's closed at the moment.
Oh, I fist bump it. Okay, open it up.
Don't think
I wanna
that's a
go-
prayer.
Yeah. I mean,
It is.
oh,
It is
you
where I
might do
come
that.
from.
Alright, you pull the lever and the fist opens back up.
Do you think Tom's going to save us?
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm more interested in where all the monies go. Is there like
I don't think
is there
Tom
like
wants money.
is there like any signs of, any like blood or offerings or anything on this thing? Or
yeah. I mean, can I try
There's
to
no
remember?
blood,
Like,
there's no
what-
offerings, it's empty.
Could I try to remember what Torm would like as an offering or something?
I
That's
don't know.
what I'm about to ask.
Just a prayer. A prayer would be good.
He's a god of combat, isn't he?
duty.
I mean, usually it would be coins, but that's more like the clerics of the Church of Torm that would want your money. But in these times, Torm just wants righteous warriors.
Torm, I promise
I'm
to do my
one out of
duty
two
to
of
try
them.
to save these people.
I'll just say a prayer.
All right, you're gonna say a prayer, Patience.
Yes.
Okay, you go up
Two.
to. Okay, anyone who wants to go up and touch the altar and say a prayer to Torm, who hasn't already tried, can make a religion check.
Yeah, Bargo, give it a shot.
I'm gonna place the mace in the hand, Lightbringer.
Okay. Alright, so the first one to do this is Patience. And when you touch it, Patience, you recite this prayer to Torm, just, pledging your loyalty to Torm and in the name of righteousness. And suddenly, positive energy surges through you and you're completely healed. Alright, when you try this, Bargle, Raven, you do not get that
Doesn't
same
like us.
sort of healing effect.
Well, you haven't been hurt. She was hurt. Maybe needs to hurt each other. That seems weird, though.
Yeah, that seems more like a
Maybe like it.
different god.
Okay. Well, it's good to see that the God's still working. And whatnot. Maybe you can, maybe you could ask it to point which ways to go. Maybe put up just one finger in which direction.
That's what it does to Patience.
Whoa! It's overflowing itself.
It's a premature evocation.
Hates that. All right.
It doesn't seem to point if anyone asks it.
I don't know. I do trees, and bushes, and whatnot. This is
By trees and bushes, you mean you set them on fire?
Well, we can pray to Torm. It looks like he gave Patience some special magic, but that doesn't help us find the survivors. If they're all in here somewhere, we need to find them to protect them.
So
You're right, little guy.
wait. So you Torms a lot. So you looks like you got a whole symbol of that on your
Shield.
yourself. Yeah.
Oh, not
Definitely do not have a holy symbol
Yeah.
of Torm on your shield.
Yeah, it is. It is. I have a necklace of it.
You got some amulets and whatnots. So as if you do they all makes their temples light? Is there a special spots for the faithfuls to get sealed
Do
up in their pretty boxes? Which is it's not very eco-friendly. Cremation is a much better alternative.
Do I know that?
You've never been to the High Hall in El Terrell, Zagan. You don't know
Yeah, it's different.
the layout. It's different.
Yep. Layouts are all different.
Okay, so I guess we've got to.
Keep looking.
This is a super big hall. Maybe we should spread out a little. So maybe there's something along the walls.
So yeah, the cathedral's intact, but most of the outbuildings are destroyed. But I mean, you would think there is the basic layout, not the actual architectural layout, but there should be some private chapels, some vestries, and there should also be a choir level. You can actually hear this faint holy music playing throughout the High Hall.
Oh.
And it's a welcome holy sound in the midst of all of this evil. As you move past
organ?
the altar, you can actually see a balcony looking over the altar in about this direction. It's 20 feet above you though, and obviously it would be accessed by those spiral staircases that you saw. So you can actually all saw it looming above you when you're at the altar.
Where's the spiral staircase? Sorry.
You passed them ages ago. They were near the start.
Oh. Okay, I'll head over there.
This is a really big building. So I didn't know they made buildings this big.
Yeah, High Hall
Oh,
is
there it is.
massive.
It's right here.
I mean, I'm
Guys,
getting
there's
tired
stairs.
walking across this building.
I'll start climbing up the stairs, see what's going on up there.
Okay. We need some sort of signal. So, like, if there's something up there, scream in agony.
Screech.
Okay.
Wait,
that's a
why
good
are you
signal.
going alone, Zygon? We
Oh,
gotta
I'll
stick together.
I'm going
No,
with
you're-
him, but I'm just letting him go as a safe distance, like 5 stairs above us.
Yeah, I'll start going up first, but then I'll let the rest of the party know. Hey guys, we're
Because you got lots of medals on.
also Tarmus protecting me. Like he protected me from that charisma save.
Yeah. Let's go.
All
Head
right,
on up.
you guys head up the staircase.
Fast travel enabled.
As you travel up, you do find the choir level, of course, and there's a magnificent pipe organ. The keys are glowing, and they seem to be playing themselves. The ivory keys glow while the ebony ones absorb its light, and there is this magnificent studded wall of this luminous light, and the sound is just magically emanating from within. There's also 2 curtains blocking off an area towards the back of the choir.
The thing is playing.
It's playing by itself. You can actually almost feel this enchantment as you get closer to it.
Bust out that tambourines. I mean, that sounds like a
Yeah,
good
that
use on
silver
accompaniment.
tambourine.
We don't have a silver tambourine.
I can play alongs with the panpipes. Will be wonderful.
Doodaloo, doodaloo, doo.
You play your panpipes in tune with the song and just kind
I'm
of
not even
enhances
classically
it.
trained.
All
We
right,
go play the Mexican hat dance on the thing.
Patience, you
You know how
start
to-
hitting your tambourine a little bit, and Lulu looks confused. What are we doing? Why?
It's a
The
hoedown.
power of music. It like makes you feel better. It like heals the soul.
I don't feel healed. I'm just worried about all of these poor people.
Yeah.
I'll try to see if I can play something like I'll try to remember like a hymn to Torm and try to play it on.
All right.
Oh, you
when
please.
you sit down at the pipe organ, Zygon, you really feel this magical energy course through you now, and all of a sudden the music stops, and you're just left with like deathly silence.
We broke it.
And if
Do
you
it.
wish to play it, make a performance check.
Yucky.
No.
I don't suppose I could get advantage for knowing like tunes or something.
When you play it, this is what you hear. Just like this infernal screaming playing. It sounds like a devil's voice resonating outwards.
Yeah.
It's like you're listening to Korn. And it does not sound very
This is
nice
not
at all.
That is not my scene. So, does anybody else know how to?
It's me.
I can play chopsticks.
Okay.
Oh, we didn't have, I could play fork. We didn't have chopstick.
What's this? Is this like a window or a curtain or something?
Curtain. Alright, when you step off of the seat, Zygon, the holy music resumes.
Yeah. Don't go playing anymore. Don't quit your day jobs, as they said.
Alright, you slide this curtain
Oh.
across, and you see a tower jutting up through the roof. It's a defensive turret, and it would probably be looking down over the courtyard, so if High Hall was under siege, guards would shoot arrows down at anyone trying to attack the altar, which would be sort of up in this area. Alright, there is a balcony as well, an enclosed balcony. You could actually see the opening of it from underneath the altar. From this side, though, there is closed doors. And you're probably about 30 feet above the altar at this stage.
So this is going upstairs or something?
There's a short flight of steps. Well, actually, it leads up about 10 feet to this balcony area that's overlooking the altar. And then there are these two turrets, which are about, they lead up 30 feet into the ceiling, and they're probably higher than that. The turrets themselves are kind of decorated, and they have like these reliefs carved into them again. They've just been replaced with images of Zariel over and over and over again. There are arrow slits in the walls of the turrets, and this turret's door's open, and this turret's door is closed.
Go into the one that's open?
Alright, you head up
It's this.
into the tower, and it's like just a circular edifice with a stone spiral staircase that just winds around the wall. It goes around and around, and you see arrow slits lining the walls at regular intervals. And you get up to the top floor, and there's no one in here. It's empty. You can actually see the altar of Torm as well, like a vantage point. So if you're an archer, you could shoot anyone attacking the altar.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should look in the closed door.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. Where is the door?
It's on the tower. It doesn't matter where.
Okay.
All right.
That's very handy.
Theory of the mind. It doesn't matter exactly where the door is. All right. So you go over and open the door, and you head in. Are you going in all the way up to the top, Nico? Or are you just peering inside?
Sure. I'll head on up.
I'll follow, probably about 5 feet.
As you guys get about halfway up the tower, you can hear some whispering coming from the top of the tower.
Are they dissonant whispers?
I'll start sneaking when I hear that.
Okay. Everyone else is coming in behind you. Some people are wearing heavy armor. You've been clean a lot, and you feel like if there was someone up there, they would have already heard you guys. But you can still approach quietly yourself. Do you signal for people to wait behind you, or?
No. I just try to be sneaky myself. Let them figure out what they want to do.
Okay.
So just like sneak, kind of head on up.
Alright, everyone else is behind Nico, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are making quite a lot of noise. And Nico, you're leading, so you just peer up over the top of the staircase. At the very top of the tower, it's just like a flat circular floor with arrow slits lining the top of the tower and turret roof on that. And you actually just see a person, a human male, curled up in the corner. Well, he can't be a corner because it's a circular room, but he's curled up near the wall. And he's just wearing like a guard's outfit. And he's clutching a spear under his arm. And his head is down, and he's the one whispering. You can hear his whispers a bit clearly from here. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, everything's gonna be fine there,
okay.
bud.
He freaks out when you speak, and he just like jumps up and grabs his spear. Back, fiend!
We're not fiends. We're here.
We're friends, not food.
You almost gave me a heart attack. I thought you were a devil.
No, definitely not the devils.
I carefully hide the face on my shield.
So how's it going up here?
He just starts crying, and he drops his spear on the ground, and he just slides down the wall, slumping into a sitting position. And
There, dude. Here's a
Sinks his
tissue.
head.
It'll be okay. I mean, you did good. You held this whole towers against all the things and whatnot. Maybe it's times to come with us and not just stays up here all day.
Say what? I haven't held the tower. I came here to hide. Because I'm a coward.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, it's easier to be nice and resolute when you got friends. It's the power of friendships. So,
What friendship? I have sinned in the eyes of Thor. I have succumbed to cowardice.
well, there's always a next times. So you could be braver next times.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Make a persuasion check, Nico.
I am. Sure.
Next time?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm supporting him. Yep. No, I'm a
Zygon's just like, yep.
Yep. Thor.
He's a yes man.
Yep. I'm just like.
Lulu pats you on the shoulder, Zygon. There's some good words of encouragement, Zygon.
Yes. Yep. That's
I
right.
mean, you're never going to get another chance to prove yourselves if you're still up here. But if he comes with us, maybe helps us find where all the peoples are hiding, then you have a chance to make things right. And it's not what you did then; it's what you do now that matters.
Do you really think that I have a chance for redemption?
You betcha.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Yes. You're right. I have another chance for redemption. I, Trevik Thantorm, in the name of Baldur's Gate, in the name of El Terrell, vow to prove to Torm my valor, my courage. Yes! And he stands up and grabs his spears. I can do this! I can fight for the city! I will accompany you. I will hunt these devils that have beseeched us. I will slay them with spear in hand.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe just you're at like a 6 there. Maybe like springs it down to like a 2s a little bit.
Yeah. He only rolled an 11, dude.
Let's go. Do it. Who will stand with me on St. Crispin's Day?
Sorry, your words filled me with courage. I remembered why I'm here.
I'm quite the bard.
I am here to accompany Duke Older Ravengard to
where?
To find the helm of Torm's site and the survivors.
Where?
Do you know where those were? Where you were heading?
I don't know. We were attacked by devils and I ran off.
Okay, wait. Let's back this up a little bit.
Go back.
Where's were you attacked by the devils?
Inside. Not long after we entered. They
Like in
broke
the
through
hall
the
there,
doors.
the high hall?
Yes, and when everyone started fighting, I don't know, I just froze, and all I could think was doing was running. And I ran up the stairs, and then I ran into this tower, and I've hid ever since. I think I've been here for a day or two, and I could hear some clacking sound, and I was too scared to check, but now, I have the courage.
Wait. You heard a clacking sounds. Did you hear that clacking sounds right now?
No, well, a little while ago, it was outside.
Oh.
It sounded like crabs.
Crabs.
Oh,
Like big,
they have
giant
cream for that.
crabs? Do we know anybody
no,
know any devils that are
just
big crabs?
Small crabs, like the clacking of many, many claws. I could hear them on a marble floor. I thought I heard a door open as well.
Huh. Was that us?
No, he said before. Yeah, crabs.
Oh, you guys haven't opened any doors.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah, why not you just go with us. Be careful.
Yes, I will join you. I can fight.
Yeah.
Also-
try not to get all up in the front and what's not, despite your chance for redemption.
I have my shield, I have my chain shirt, and I have my spear. I have trained as a member of the militia. I can fight.
Well,
I don't need you to cuddle me. Do not judge me by my generic guard token.
Okay. Do you got any Silver's weapon? Because Silver's work way better.
I do not.
Huh.
We were planning to try and get some supplies, some devil fighting weapons from some dock.
Do you know how to use a flail in your militia training and whatnot?
Yes, I've trained with martial weapons.
So I'm gonna give him the silver skull flail.
Whoa. This is like a person's skull on a chain.
Okay, it's a big hunks of silvers that you can smack people with, and the devils go, it burns. So let's not take a look at the aesthetics. I didn't make it. I just found it, and it's really good for devil bash.
Yeah, I mean, we liberated it from people who are using it for evil. So I think.
And besides, the skulls of your enemies are more environmentally friendly than plastic and pewter cups.
Yeah. So yeah, I understand. It's pretty creepy, but
whatever. I will use it.
Okay, good. That's the spirit.
Takes his shield, places it high, covering his shoulders, half of his face, and then he crosses the flail over it, and he nods at you, Zygon, and then he just kicks the door open and runs in.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I like him.
Duh. Yeah.
And inside, you guys see a spine devil looking over the top of the balcony towards where the altar are, and there are about 8 giant crabs scattered around on this marble floor. They look like normal giant crabs, except for these spines that protrude from their shells. They look like a bit fiendish, and there's this strong brimstone smell in the air here. And also there is a large lobster-like creature with these face tentacles standing right here at the top of a set of stairs. And the creature too looks, it's a chul. It looks like a regular chul, which is pretty much a large lobster creature. However, it too has these same fiendish looking spines jutting out its back, and it too exudes this foul odor. So let me just fix up this. What's going on with this chul? Oh, there's 2 there. Should be 1. They're multiplying. Anyway, Trevor runs in. This devil smiles and just says in Infernal, "More fresh meat! Kill them in the name of Zariel!" And all the crabs start clacking their claws, and Trevor just runs straight at this chul. Anyone else want to move up before I roll initiative?
Oh yeah. I'm just I'm actually oh, dude, come on.
He just screams, lets out a war cry. And I'll roll initiative.
Aye.
Okay.
He's so dead.
Crabs start
He's so dead.
clacking their claws together, and this one walks sideways up to him and reaches out with a claw. The crabs are huge as well. They're 3 feet tall. So I'm trying to grab him. Alright, he runs up, and the crab just comes forward and just snaps straight down onto his leg really, really hard. And he just kind of stops. He drops his spear out of his hand, and he looks down, and the crab has him grappled. And he just starts crying. And the crab drags him back, and he just falls over and curls up into a ball again, being dragged along the ground by the crab.
Oh god.
Nico.
That's a bad case of crabs you got.
How tall is this?
He says.
Nico, go save your buddy.
It's 20 feet
How
tall.
tall? 20 feet tall. Okay. Well, hang in there, bud. You're doing great.
He's literally just curled up into a ball and he's being dragged along the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna drop a summon my puppy right over here on top of this dude.
Alright, when that happens, the smell of cooked crab will fill the air. Alright, you'll get
Grab the token of puppy.
3 crabs in the chool.
Is that a sitcom?
Sounds like it. Alright, Flame Corgi appears with an explosion of fire. It washes over all those creatures and...
If he's at the ceiling, he should have 34 hit points, 35 hit points.
Also, it's no damage on success. Alright, so the one... Sorry, I just got to move for a sec. This one and the one to the north, they don't take any damage. But the chool and this giant crab gets a bit burned and the crab's shell starts to turn red. And he's like, what, just 10 feet in the air?
It's cooking.
He would have to be in 10 feet in the air to reach those other ones.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. And then can you just move up to the ceiling on his turn? And I will. That was my action. I don't really have a good bonus action other than have him attack the crab that's on this dude. So he will. Haha.
He's in melee reach with this crab at the moment, so he would be at disadvantage. Okay. But
well,
it misses.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't have hit. It wouldn't have hit like the other crabs. If it was up any further. Raven.
I will break the crab grapple.
Alright, you can only just see a slightest bit of him from this area because yeah, I know.
Spell sniper.
I know you got spell sniper, but I'm just trying to explain this what you're seeing because these stairs they actually lead up about 10 feet. So, but I mean, it doesn't matter for you, Raven, because you got spell sniper.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I can. Oh, okay. So I can stay there near him.
Yeah, you can see him. 3/4 cover. All right, that misses the crab.
That misses.
It does.
Well,
its shell is extremely tough. And another miss. The beams just bounce off its shell.
All right. Well, sorry, guy, you're on your own. Lulu will save you.
This crab ambles up sideways to Bargle and tries to grab him with a claw. Miss. Lulu just starts flying around. Oh no, I don't know what to do! And it's just going to dodge. She doesn't want to end up breathing sparkles on Zygon by accident. Bargle.
Alright, hit the crab that attacked me.
That is a miss.
Yes.
That hits. And you split straight through the crab with a single axe swing.
Oh, awesome. And I'll jump down. That 5 or 10?
It's just flat. It's like a foot. It's nothing.
And then because I killed the enemy, I'll use my bonus action to make attack for Grip Master.
Hit. And you finish off that crab as well, just splitting straight through it. You have some cooked crab on the end of your axe. Patience.
Okay, I want to do a shatter.
Now you will need to move up a little bit to get a good view of the room, Patience.
Okie dokie, I can do that. Do I take them off?
Yeah, you can see everything. Yeah. Clearly.
I want to do shatter.
Here's the template. It's all yours. I would not suggest doing it there.
I'm gonna do it right in the middle of all of us. So I'd get the 3 crabs and the chocolate.
Alright. Wait, why is Nico and the Flame Corgi moving? It's not their turn.
It can't. It's not moving at all on my side. I'm just clicking in spots.
Okay, let me
May
move
reload.
Flame Corgi back then. Because you were moving and Flame Corgi was moving. You'll hit Flame Corgi in that square, Patience.
Oh, I thought it was up higher.
When it appeared, it hit all the creatures around it, so... That's what you wanted to do, right? Nico?
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. Hit the ones around it.
Yeah, so he has to be within 10 feet to do that, so yeah.
Okay, let me see where I was here. I was still one.
Yeah, I'll do it there.
You gonna hit Flame Corgi?
I was hoping to be able to get the tool.
Definitely better hit the flame corgi than our friend. So
Flame Corgi can come back
You
later.
could just do it there and put him out of his misery, Patience.
Yeah, do it for Trevik.
Okay. Alright, you shatter the floor, all the marble gets cracked. The Chul makes a con save. And the thunderous energy washes over the Chul. The Chul resists. The 2 crabs make con saves. 3 crabs. And the crabs get their shells macerated, but none of them die. They all cracked and broken and whatnot. Flame Corgi also takes 12 thunder damage. And just sends little bits of marble flying up in the air everywhere.
I'll try this again. Bonus action Inspire Zygon. Back 5 feet. Sorry, Corgi.
This giant crab clacks forward and tries to grab the Flame Corgi with its claw. It hits. It grabs on for 7 bludgeoning.
He's immune to grappling.
Okay. He's grabbed for 7 bludgeoning damage, and then the claw kind of squeezes down, but Flame Corgi's just like a fiery form and just... The claw can't really grab onto him. Alright, so there is a devil overlooking the balcony. You feel like he must have been watching you guys when you walked down before and no one noticed him. He just says in Infernal,
I have orders to kill all of you, and that is what I will do, starting with you.
And he points at Callan, and a big ball of fire appears in the devil's hand. He tosses it over the room. He already said Zariel.
Oh.
And a ball of fire hits you, Callan, for 12 points of damage. And
You should just disobey her.
he throws another one at Zygon. And that misses. This gigantic lobster-like creature with these black spindles jutting out of its shell attempt to...
Bro.
it does come at you. And it says... as it tries to grab you. It misses. One pincer slams down. You dodge out of the way. Another pincer comes in at you. And it also misses. The shield of the Hidden Lord causes the claw to just bounce off. This crab walks sideways up to Bargle and tries to grab him with a claw. And it misses. Alandir.
Bonus action dash, so that's 10. I'll attack this hideous looking crab creature.
Hit. The rapier goes straight into between the gap of its shell and into its soft flesh. Green blood spurts out, and then as an explosion just rips off a large chunk of shell. And a massive open wound appears on the Chul's side. this giant crab goes up to Trevik, who's crying and curled up on the ground, and just grabs him by the neck and just
No.
snaps
He
his
was my
neck.
best friend.
Don't forget to take the mace back.
You dropped it on the steps.
Did he fail a sanity check?
He's you're not sure if he's dead, but the crab just like boots him over the head with a claw. And yeah, you feel like he failed his I'm brave check. Callan, you feel like his courage is just short-lived and he's just a coward at heart. And he stopped crying at least now because he's unconscious and his head is got a big open wound that's bleeding out all over the ground.
I'm going to speak a prayer to Timora. Lady Lux, protect me and my friends. I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians in the shape of Fey creature.
Okay. Images of some Fey creatures. Any particular Fey creatures?
I imagine the dancing leprechaun.
Pixies? Leprechauns?
Pixies, brownies, sprites.
Okay. Heap of spectral...
7-Ups.
Pepsi Max. Alright, all of the Fey creatures start to surround you, Callan, so anything that starts their turn in that area will make a wisdom save against the Spirit Guardians.
I'm going to step forward so I can go further in the room with it, right next to the Chol, I think. I can't really see him right now.
You can't see this guy?
No, now I can. I think Roll20 was going slow for me.
Okay. Yeah, he's only 5 feet away from you. And as you walk into the room, the radiant energy is just smelting everything that's in it.
That's a technical term. Schmelting.
Alright, despite this smelting energy coursing from around you, Callan, it doesn't stop this crab from just walking straight into it. And the crab just schmelts. Its shell falls off and it just bursts open. All of the fiendish looking black spindles jutting up from its shell seem to just turn into ash as well. It kind of just looks really like a regular crab now. Although it's a dead crab.
Dead regular crab. Okay. 5, 10, 15.
Oh, I will be using radiant damage for that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only necrotic if you're evil. Is that something you forgot to tell me, Callan?
Yeah. I'm actually looking at Trevik. Does he look like he's like dead, or can we like get him back?
You couldn't really tell just by looking. He's on the ground. He's got an open wound on his head. He's bleeding out. He could have been dead. He could still be alive.
Could have been whiskey.
Okay.
It's not like he's definitely dead.
He's maybe.
It's not like his head's like cut off or anything like that.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna swing at this guy. Since he's not in the Spirit Guardians.
The crab is just waving its claw at you angrily. And it catches the handle of your mace, blocking your attack.
Crap.
Alright. Crap.
Calendar, don't go in there.
Alright. Second attack. And there you go.
Alright, you yank the mace back and just squash it down onto the ground flat.
Yeah. Okay. That was 5, 10, 15.
Too late now, but you do have Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah. That's fine. I wasn't gonna use it on a crab. 25. That should be okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn. Boop.
Roll us 3d8 radiant damage, Callan. I'll give you a Spirit Guardian's macro. That'll roll it for you automatically. Maybe.
You can go roll it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll have to make you a macro. Thought I had one. You could Maybe make one that won't deduct your spell slots, because every time you deal the damage, you'll need to re-roll the damage.
Yeah, you need one for your spiritual weapon too. I saw it.
Just hit roll 3d8.
But that's more than one click. Alright, the crab resists, and this is like one beastie crab. It steps forward through the spirit guardians, and again, and it makes its way up to you, Callan, fighting through these fae that are trying to drive it back, and it reaches you, and it reaches out with its claw, and it just grabs you by the neck and lifts you up off the ground. You take 6 bludgeoning damage and you're grappled.
I want to train that one.
That is
Save
like
that one.
that's like a freaking Conan crab.
Save that one.
And it actually
We're gonna eat that one.
it grabs you and it drags you back, and it actually pushes the spirit guardians onto this other crab, and the devil is just yelling at it, "No, you idiot! Don't do that!" The crab doesn't give a shit, just gives him a crab finger. Alright, the crab starts its turn, spirit guardians, and it fails the saving throw.
Did you make the macro?
No, not yet. Do you want me to make one on your sheet?
Yeah, if you could.
Alright, I was going to make a token action one, but I'll put one on your sheet. I'll just call it, I'll call it Spirit Guardians damage. And we'll do 3d8 radiant. There we go, simple. Alright, give that a go. That second one. At the bottom of your attacks there. Perfect. Alright, the crab takes 8 radiant damage. And it's not destroyed. This one pushes forward through the Spirit Guardians. It snaps its claw a couple of times and leaps at Zygon. And misses. Nico.
There's not one still under Corgi, right?
No.
Okay.
Cut.
Cool.
Melted.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna. How before I step in this guy's. I'm gonna just move over here. That guy looks like he's got big pincers. I don't like big pincers.
I like big pincers, and again,
I don't. You can have all the pincers. All right, I'm gonna try and the one that's on Bargle. I'm gonna try and thorn whip that dude. Waha,
Hit.
waha.
And you wrap the thorn whip. Are you pulling him?
Yeah, pull him a little closer.
Alright, you end up just pulling both of his claws off, and like the rest of his body just remains there and he's just ripped apart.
Okay, and then Corgi will spit on that thing over there. Me. Bah.
Direct hit,
Oh, good boy.
and perfectly roasted crab hits the ground.
All right, I'll move over here.
Raven.
alrighty. Ooh, hi there. I think I'm gonna shoot this guy. He looks big.
Has a miss. And another miss.
I look disappointedly at my hand and say, I'm going to use my left from now on. That'll end my turn.
Alright, Lulu's going to get kind of angry. You mean crabs! Let that man go! And she flies
Don't go in
in.
there, Lulu. Don't go in there, Lulu. No.
You can't stop me! I have to save him! I can't just let them hurt that man! Hey you! You big crab! Pick on someone your own size! And she's just going to use her trumpet of sparkles. Straight
I hope she's
over
immune, or at least resistant to radiant.
this chul and this crab. And let me actually get a cone template out. She's going to do it straight ahead. Oops, that is the wrong template. So, oh, I didn't even get the 30-foot one. Let me just measure it. Yeah. So it's actually going to hit you, Zygon. It hits the Chul, Zygon, this crab, Dreb, and everyone in the area has to make a Constitution save. Are you good aligned, Zygon?
I'm still good to lie.
Okay, keep telling yourself that. It doesn't affect you at the moment. And the sparkles wash over in this big scintillating, rainbow-colored confetti, basically. And the Chul gets its shell melted with all these little pockmarks of radiant energy. The crab, whoops, supposed to be a con save. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still a failure. And the crab is just destroyed instantly. And then Dreb, the Barb Devil. It resists, taking half damage. And the Shield of the Hidden Lord kind of seems uncomfortable.
Oh, get that shit off me! We're gonna have to do something about that little creature, Zygon.
I don't think he's celestial.
All right.
Pargo.
I'm gonna point at Dreb like I'm Babe Ruth and charge over to him.
That's a miss. Dreb jumps back. He's actually dangerously close to the edge of the balcony as well. There's just like a 3-foot high railing, and there's actually no railing back here. He jumps back again, just dodging your incoming attacks.
Alright, action surge.
That's a hit. You finally catch the devil with a burst of energy, slashing through its olive-colored flesh. And you swing again. It's very quick. It's able to dodge a 13. Patience.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 step forward. And I'm going to try to command Dreb to grovel.
Okay. In Infernal?
Yep.
Alright, Dreb makes a wisdom saving throw. He has advantage from magic resistance and he smirks at you and he yells back at you in Infernal.
Ha! Plain touched. I think you will be the one that grovels. It's not too late for you to turn to the devout worship of Zariel.
Ah! And then, what's your DC? It's high, right?
It's higher than a 13. It's a 15.
Okay, yeah, he starts to be brung down
Please
to
turn
his knees.
Zariel.
Sorry, I belong to someone else higher than Zariel.
The THC god.
What's that actually means? Like, you like prop cities?
Alright, Dreb just tries to resist the best he can, but he's just forced down onto his knees.
Sweet. Advantage.
The Chul makes a wisdom save. For Spirit Guardians. That's you, Callan.
That's where you click that new macro.
Callan, are you there? Callan?
Yes.
Whisper, whisper.
Stop whispering rolls to count. Click the macro.
And the radiant energy just pulls the Chul apart. I should probably put your DC in there. What is your DC? It's actually, I think it
Pick
succeeds.
spell. If you pick spell,
15.
you can always put it.
Yeah, I didn't pick spell though. 15. Let me wisdom. Okay, alright. It's not ripped apart. It almost is. So it's still alive, and it really doesn't like those spirit guardians. And it just tries to grab you with a pincer straight away, Callan. It misses. It tries to grab you again. And this time, it grabs you.
Ouch.
You're grappled.
Ooh, tug of war.
And you take 8 bludgeoning damage. So yeah, both creatures are grappling you now. Alright, the force of its gigantic claw clamping down on you causes you to lose your concentration. And then the Chul actually tugs you a bit closer to it, and these long red tentacles that smell like brimstone reach out and start to give you a wet willy. Make a constitution save.
Thought they'd smell like shrimp. Crabs and shrimp.
You feel this poison or something coating the Chul's tentacles, some sort of resin, and you feel it start to kind of seize up your muscles and whatnot, Callan, but then that sensation just goes away as you resist. Alandir.
Bonus action. Guess what? Cunning action. Dash. I'm gonna try to slice off his tentacles on his face. My rapier. Ooh.
You slash all the tentacles clean off of its face, then you just flick the rapier around in your hand and stick it straight into the Chul's head. The thunderous energy explodes, just splattering its entire upper torso in all across the room. And giant claw hits one wall, and another giant claw slams into another wall.
Way to stick it to the man. Or the crab.
Too bad it wasn't on Dreb. Oh well. Okay. I think I'm done.
Did Alandir just run into the Spirit Guardians? That's a bad thing.
That Spirit Guardian's gone.
Oh. Good. That's a good thing.
I'm battered. I'm bloodied. This crab's got a hold of me. I'm just swinging it with my mace.
That's a mess. The crab is
I'll spit
besting
on it.
you.
Some bad luck there.
Some man versus nature over there. Oh, hey, something I might crit.
Man versus food. And food's winning.
All right. Swing once.
The Hidden Lord comments, "Huh, look at this pathetic little creature." That's a mess.
Twice.
And that hits. Don't forget you've got inspiration as well.
Oh, that's right. That's fine.
You hit Dreb with the mace and just kind of bruises him a little bit.
All right. That's my turn.
Meanwhile, this particularly buff crab that has Callan, it starts dragging him towards the balcony and takes a dash action, looking like it's getting ready to just like throw him off.
Man.
It's just dragging you along, Callan.
That's
Things are nasty.
Yeah, it's just
One pissed off crab.
Hope you can fly.
getting ready to throw you overboard.
There's a big trail of blood as he drags me across the floor.
Well, I can't necessarily have that happen, so I'll hit him with a firebolt.
Mess.
Or
There you
not.
are.
Then Puppy will come over here and hit him with a flame seed.
That hits. The flame seed glances the side of the crab, roasts it some more, but not to perfection. The crab is still alive. It's only medium rare.
It's gonna be unfortunate in a couple minutes.
Raven.
Let's see here.
You've got
I got a crab.
Arnold
and
Crabbenegger over there, and then a prone Spine Devil over there.
Oh, he's prone, so I'm going to shoot the crab then.
That's a miss. This crab is just deflecting off multiple
Yeah.
attacks, and that hits. And it
I'm going to
just...
push the crab 10 feet.
Alright, you just send it...
Callan.
You
I
send,
hope it lives.
just send it flying off of the balcony, and you hear it crash onto the ground. Loud crack.
Lululemon.
Alright, Lulu is going to She's sort of breathing heavily. My sparkle power! It's running low!
Don't worry, we got this.
Please, wake up! Wake up, mister! And she's gonna try and stabilize him. And Lulu's tears stabilize traffic. Bargle. He's still alive! She calls out.
Yay! High trunk.
Gonna try to kill the spine devil.
Miss.
God damn,
Just tackle him and take him over the edge with you.
Yeah, can I just kick him? Do a shove attack. Basically, this is Sparta.
Yeah, but if he lives it, then he's just gonna run away.
All right, never mind. Yeah, that's a good point. Not in Bargle's nature either.
That is
Give him a bear hug.
a miss.
A miss
You
as well.
just start splitting the axe through the marble floor, and Dreb just chuckles. Ah, yes! Destroy everything. This place will burn. Patience.
Oh, that was all with advantage too.
I know, right? Sucks.
This guy's lucky.
I will do the Snow Whispers on him.
Alright, he makes a wisdom save with advantage. And he fails. He grabs his head and just starts shrieking as he tilts his head from side to side. Now, I don't think he's going to move, because I don't think it moves him into a harmful area. But he does lose his reaction. Yeah, he doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, so 30-foot drop is included in that. But he does start to claw his way away from you, and he kind of just looks over the edge, and then he just sort of snaps out of it. He springs to his feet, and as he jumps up, he does this wicked kind of sideways flip, spinning around with his tail flicking at Zygon, missing, and a claw at Bargle, and slashes Bargle across the face for 15 points of piercing damage. See a big lick of blood spray out into the air, and it continues that dance with a claw at Alandir. Miss. You dodge it in a canny way.
Say, nice try there.
That hits. As he comes around off that volley of attacks, you find his opening and stab the rapier straight through him.
And then I go away and say, come on, come get me. That's it.
Trevik is stable. Callan.
Amora, strike him down.
Alright, he has advantage on this saving throw. They're very hard to kill with magic, and the spell has no effect.
I'll cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay. Zygon.
Okay. Hopefully block his escape route. And what? Yeah. Okay.
You wanna use the inspiration?
Yeah, I'll use inspiration. So roll d6. So 18.
You whack him with the mace.
Yeah, you know what? F it. I'm going to smite.
Okay.
Just first level. Just a little extra 15 damage.
That radiant energy does flare through the devil's side, and he's already got multiple spines falling off of him.
Alright, second attack. What?
Another hit, and you can hear some bones breaking.
Is that crab actually alive and he just pretended to be dead?
It's dead. The crab is dead. But you can't confirm it. You look down and he's nowhere to be seen.
Oh my god.
Nico.
That's a miss.
That is a very miss.
And then... that's puppy will dodge, I guess.
Raven.
Alrighty. Going to move to here. And I believe this time he's still sheathed in Thunder's energy, right?
He is.
And I believe at this time I will Licorice Whip, or not.
That's a miss.
Alright.
Alright, Lulu's going to just stand in front of this guy and he's just yelling at the devil. Yeah, that's right, you big meanie! We're all friends, we've come to save Elturel, and you're not going to get any of us! And
we're gonna save Zariel's soul!
Yeah! Boggle.
Hit him. Let's see if I can hit him this time. Shazam?
That is a miss. He's just like...
Just kill me! Jesus!
If only Ontharfroom could see you now. He's just like wildly swinging this axe around like crazy.
Cursed axe.
Apparently, I inspired the wrong person.
No, you took the inspiration from him.
There's no amount of inspiration that would save all that flurry of fun.
Yeah, that's a good term to use on it.
The devil's
Flurry
like
of
giving
fun.
you a strange look, Bargo, like, what are you doing?
Bargo, come on, open your eyes next time.
Alright, both of those
There you go.
teams hit.
I'm using up the ones now. I'm gonna get the 20s later.
Bargle's one of them. He's doing it on purpose.
I feel like Bargo literally does have his eyes closed at the moment. Both of those attacks hit. And the Eldritch Blast slam into the devil and its skin starts to split apart. It's almost dead. The devil's going to slap Bargle with its tail. It hits for 12 piercing damage. It's going to slash a claw at Zygon. And it misses. And slash a claw at Bargle. And it misses. And it looks around. Ah, fools! And then it just like leaps off. I want to give you the satisfaction! It leaps. It goes to like leap off the edge of the balcony. And that booming blade goes off. It's not enough to kill it.
Bargle, you can do it. You can do it, dude. I have faith.
And
Yay!
Bargle, you stop him in his tracks, just split him straight down the middle of the axe. And the devil falls onto the ground before his body kind of explodes into ichor and smoke.
Bargo, you did it when
Just-
it counted.
Did you do that just to be more dramatic? Come on, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, when Bargle opened his eyes, he was a lot more accurate.
How good Barry, our phone friend.
he wakes up crying. Still, he
Good
just
job,
like
you killed a crab.
he curls up
good
even more.
start. But
Now it's just it was just a bad dream.
It's okay. You got XP anyway, even though you were down.
You might be level 2 now. You might be level 2 now.
I am hopeless.
No, you're great. You did a great job.
Yeah, look at all the crabs that are dead because of
Yeah,
you.
I did agree.
You damaged the crab's pincher with your body. You did an amazing job.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, let's
Make a deception check.
That's brilliant.
You're tough.
so's I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of shits. But
He looks up at Alandir. Really, I damaged
You
the
did with
crab.
your armor. You crushed his pincher when you let it grab you like that. Amazing job.
And,
Oh,
and that
Norm would be
saved
very
Bargo, which
proud.
let him save us.
I killed that crab with my
You
armor.
totally did.
You bled all over it.
Really, I
Yeah,
That was my first kill.
Yes, you did an amazing job.
You totally did it.
I am blessed. Yes, I am blessed by Tom. And he stands up and grabs his spear. He throws his spear up into the air.
And it comes down on his foot.
And he just totally believes you, Alandir.
still, like maybe spearman's works best in the back. Maybe protect some of the squishier targets until you get your
Yeah, because
play of
The back? Ha!
not the back. Like
but
the
like
segment.
I need to be up in the front where my armor is most effective.
You need to,
I
you need
mean,
to protect us squishy people in the back.
yeah.
I don't
look at
need
these
you to
guys.
cuddle me. I am Trevik Thantorm, Slayer of Crabs.
But you have a
Of Crabber. No plural yet.
Okay. All right.
Are we gonna do our 15?
Good jobs.
Alright, yeah, we'll take a break now with Trevik being reunited with his courage. I'll see you guys soon.
Wow.
Maybe he should go downstairs and say a prayer to Tor.
How's everyone doing?
Good, good.
Alright, with Trevik rushing into this balcony, it does appear the devils have infiltrated High Hall. And you've also found yet another survivor in this terrible event that has unfolded in Elturel. The devil is now dead, and so are all of the devil's minions. Bunch of corrupted crabs. You can see the altar of Torm below you from this vantage point.
Did we ask Trevor, does he know where the other people are? Or if there's any here?
Well, kind of. He alluded to the fact that he actually was accompanying Duke Older Ravengard to try and rally survivors here. But at the first sign of like a fight, he ran. So the Duke had dropped by Helm Shieldhall, grabbed the tomb of the Creed Resolute, grabbed a handful of guards, and then he headed to the High Hall to try and secure it. And then apparently he's looking for this helm of Torm's sight that will guide him. But Trevik didn't get that far. He just kind of, where there was attacked by some devils and just ran off at the first sign of a threat. So he says to you, I'm not sure where the survivors are supposed to rally to. I don't think they've been up here though, I can tell you that much. And I can tell you that when I find the bastards that are responsible for this, they'll feel the wrath of my armor.
So, in honors of your first wins in battles and whatnot, maybe we should go have you say a little prayer to Torm down there.
Yes, I must pray to Torm to forgive me.
Yeah, that sounds like some good plans.
Should I jump?
No, you should not.
No, you should
jump.
not. I mean, we're going down the stairs because...
Very well, I will show restraint. But I'm not scared of heights or anything.
Or crabs.
Are all followers of
Callan, you should probably try too to maybe give the prayers. Maybe now that you're hurt, so it will work before you start healing yourself and whatnot.
No, I was trying my cure wound spell, but it keeps coming out as healing word. I don't know why.
Mate, do you have cure wounds or healing word prepared?
Both.
Oh wait, what spells do you have prepared?
Cure wounds, healing word, inflict wounds, sanctuary, bless, and then I have disguise self and charm person from my what's it called? Trickery domain.
Can't you do spiritual weapon? Oh, you already did
On
it.
the character sheet, the spells have the little circles. You're supposed to click them for the ones that you've got prepared. But you can only prepare, what level are you? Cleric 6, Wisdom. You can only prepare 10 spells plus the ones that your domain give you. So I'm not sure why you're healing word. Let me try your, is it cure wounds? I've got no idea why your cure wounds is coming up as healing word.
So weird.
You should delete that though and put on another one. But how many domain spells do you have? As a cleric, you get like what, 6 or something?
You get like 2 every level, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
every level.
Your what domain are you again? Luck?
Trickery.
Trickery. So domain spells for trickery. Let's take a look. I may need to. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. You actually don't have enough spells. Well, I think you may need to put more on your sheet, the ones you have prepared. I think you're actually missing 1 or 2. You can prepare 12 plus you have all your domain ones always prepared.
Yeah.
So as for your actual healing word, yeah, just burn it with fire. Just get rid. It has been corrupted by Zariel. Just delete it and drag a new one back onto your character sheet. Your cure wounds.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll move you guys down. So everyone follows Trevik now. He's the new party leader.
No.
Lead the way, Trevik. You know the way, don't you?
He's an idiot.
I'll be honest. This is the furthest in the temple. Like he steps like 1 step to the north of this stairwell. This is the furthest in the high hall that I've ever been. I just was with the survivors at the Helm Shield Hall. I've had some basic militia training, but this is the first. That was the first real battle I've ever endured.
You did
And you did great.
Yes, I know that. I know that I killed the crab with my armor. Not everyone can say that, right?
No.
No, not everyone can say it.
I don't even wear armors.
Trevor Armorbane.
There's another dead crab down here. Perhaps I defeated this one too?
Maybe?
That guy's he needs a special place in reverence. That guy was strong.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't make fun of this crab. This crab is like the king crab. I think he was bigger than he was stronger than like that other like huge.
Yeah, he's like he's a chull in a giant crab body.
He was the alpha crab, definitely.
Yep.
So you say some prayers and whatnots, and maybe gives a small offering to Torm. Here, I'll give you coins. If you don't have a coins, you can put it in there.
Okay, let me try this. Religion. Religion's intelligence, right? Intelligence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Torm! He
Help
says.
him. Give him some advice on what prayers to say.
Boom!
No, he's got it down.
He's got it.
He's just
Torm's incarnate right now.
he places his hand on the altar to Torm, and he says,
He has the Torm Bible memorized.
Torm, O courageous, loyal God, may your gauntlet
May your palm fill me with courage. May your gold dragon companion that you are known to mount in the ancient histories of your being guide you to forsake all evil that has been brung upon this land. And may your brothers, Tyr and Ilmater, support you and all of us on our quest. And he's filled full of radiant energy. Yes! Yes, I feel it! I feel the power! Ah! He just goes over and steps on this crab.
No.
Oh, we're gonna steal him later. Oh, crab claws.
This is a sign. I've been chosen by Torm to save El Terrell. Huh. I have nothing left to fear.
Does that mean
Except fears itself.
Let us check the private chapels, perhaps.
Yeah,
Maybe that is
yeah.
where.
They're somewheres over here.
Let me lead the way. Come, follow me.
Okay.
Devils, show yourselves! Foul creatures! Starts yelling out. And there is an iron door blocking off an area. You can see some of the wall has been damaged. And Traffic just yells out, "Show yourselves, coward!" Ha! He goes forward and he just kicks this door open. He runs in. Ha!
Trevor, did you learn nothing last time? Oh, never mind. Great job.
And you cast an armor of Agathis on yourself. And as you step into this room, you see that the chapel is being pretty much completely destroyed. Where there were stairs leading up to a second story, like a residence or something, there's just broken bits of stone now. And there are furnishings that have been ripped apart, and just looks like someone's come through and actually trashed this chapel. Oh, we're too late. It's kind of dark in here. Do one of you have a torch or something?
Yeah.
No, I season
I
there.
just get the what do you?
I think Callan can do light or something, can't he?
I'll go ahead and raise the Mace of Disruption up.
I mean,
Oh, you just see, just destruction here. It looks like just rubble. But you notice something a little bit out of place. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, turtle shell.
Stand
knock
back.
on the turtle shell. Whoa, wait. I got this one. This is like, it's a nature. Is there like a turtle in that turtle shell, or is it just a turtle shell?
It's a very big turtle shell. This ain't no. This is must be a tortoise. Make a nature check to see if you pronounce it turtle or turtle.
I pronounce it turtle.
Make a nature check to see if you pronounce it
I like turtles.
It's a
tortoise
turtle.
or tortoise. And alright, yeah. Nature check, Nico.
Oh, that's an animal handling check. Nature.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's a high roll. All right, yeah, this ain't no tortoise. The shell is way too big, and as you knock on it, you realize at the same moment that a head pops out. That it's a turtle. A turtle. A
Hey
head
there.
pops out of the shell. Oh! Oh!
Hey,
Oh! Hello there.
how's it going? Is there friends?
How you doing?
Oh, wait a minute. You're not a devil.
No. He's not the devils.
We are not devils.
Horns withstanding and whatnot.
Oh, and you don't very much look like one of them survivor type. You're wearing stuff. Them survivors don't have stuff, I thinks.
What survivors?
The ones that ain't dead.
And where are they?
Ah, yes. Those are the peoples we're looking to help them with their survivance and whatnot.
I was looking for 'em too just now.
Oh, so they're not inside your shells?
Nope. I was looking for 'em, and they're not inside my shell.
Okay, I'll cross that off our lists.
I wasn't sleeping. I'm
say you
looking
were sleeping.
for survivors. Name's Selturn. Good
Ooh,
to
name's
meet you.
Nico. How's it going there?
Extends one of
How's
these
it?
massive green hands to shake your hand, and he's huge as well. He's about 7 feet tall, this Selturn.
What's all you doing here then? You're looking for survivors too?
Yeps, we don't know where they went, but we helped up with the Hell Riders, saving those survivors. So we thought we could get the survivors too.
Oh, you mean the big lots of survivors? Is that who you're looking for?
Yep.
Yeah, well, we take any
Oh.
lots of survivors, big lots, little lots, singles, like this Trevix guy over here. He's a survivors too, and he kills things
He's
with
a
his arms.
survivor.
I am Trevik. I am Trevik Thantorm of Elturel.
Oh, pleased to meet ya. Selturn's what they call me. Selturn's my name, and nature's my game. I'm a druid of Sylvanus.
Nice. I've dabbled in some druiding myself on occasions.
Oh. Well, this ain't a very nice place to be. Devils have assaulted the cathedral.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
we
sure.
we dealt with a bunch of them, but
Oh. Well, I'm looking for survivors. Do you want to help me then?
I'd love that helps you with that.
Alright. I've been using good berries to try and keep people alive. But
There's real goods at that.
I think my power is waning. All this destruction, well, it has weakened my connection to my beloved nature in Sylvanus. What's it like out there?
Oh, it's not good. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Oh,
pretty bad, but it gives an opportunities to bring new lives into new spots. So, like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere and whatnot. So, you just gotta believe in things. Maybe changes up your ways a little bit, but I think it's doable.
I don't know. Without trees and water, I don't think nature's gonna be very strong here.
Well, just like looks at when you get a fires in like a forest, it burns everything down. It looks all dead, but it comes back and even stronger from all the nutrients and whatnot.
Nutrients.
Yeah, that's what my teacher said. It's new, like the spirits that live inside the plants. They're strong.
Nutrients.
So,
I got it! We've got to get all the people that the devils have killed and turn them into fertilizer, so we can repopulate the trees.
I feel you there,
sounds
brother.
like a plan. Yeah. That sounds like some plans. There's
All
lots
right.
of peoples that have been killed, so that's lots of good fertilizers and whatnot.
Oh, well, I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure that no more get killed. Well, I'll
Right,
join you all then. I was looking in the chapels for survivors.
Great jobs. You're doing good all by yourselves and whatnot. So now you got like the power of friendship, right, Lulu?
That's right. I'm Lulu. We're all friends, and we're here to combat evil.
Oh, that's a nice little flying mini elephant that you've got there. Well, I definitely wasn't just sleeping. I was looking, so let's keep looking.
Where haven't we looked?
Is there another ones of these private chapels here floating somewhere?
Yep.
This place is huge. We haven't looked in a lot of places.
I 100% lost my puppy, but he's here somewhere. Here you go, puppy.
Yep. You know, Sultan's kind of slow.
It's okay.
Oh, wait for me now. I'm coming.
No worries.
Come on, Mr. Sultan.
Raven's kind of slow too.
Sultan O'Branch, they call me. We're looking for survivors. Anyone want a good berry?
We found it's best not to sing when you're looking for survivors.
Oh. Okay then.
Wait for me.
Traffic comes running.
Do not open that door without your loyal leader at the front.
Oh, he's our leader now. Okay. I'll open the door.
Ooh, rebel.
Oh, hello.
Ah!
God.
Alright,
Trevor, get back here!
you see another destroyed private chapel, and Trevik just runs in. There are 3 hellhounds here, just milling about. They look like they're scorching some wooden furnishings. There's a few charred corpses on the ground, and they're being led by this armored creature that has what looks like a baby's face. But it looks like a suit of armor, like a construct. However, the way it moves is very natural. It has a large halberd in its hand, and its head seems to be resting on a hinge that's set down below where its neck should be, and the head kind of tilts from side to side, making it look quite uncomfortable. And with its armor, it has these very stumpy limbs and this dark purple fiendish looking flesh. It has long nails, and it just goes to swing its halberd straight at Trevik's face. And the hellhounds also growl, and combat breaks out. Except for you, Flame Corgi. You go on Nico's turn.
Okay.
The hellhound growls, and it actually leaps in at Zygo and tries to bite him at advantage with pack tactics. And it misses, it just bites onto your gauntlet, and you just throw it off onto the ground. Patience.
I want to know why I cannot roll initiatives like these with my rogue on Tuesday. Oh no.
Well, I was muted. At least you rolled an initiative.
Where are you, Raven?
I'm like right above patience.
Alright,
I
I
don't-
rolled you in. You were lagging behind.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to hex this hellhound bonus action.
Sorry, I missed it. This one or the one below it?
The one the furthest south.
Okay. A hex mark appears on the hellhound side.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
That is a hit. The necrotic damage breaks off a chunk of the hellhound's flesh. The force damage also helps peel it off. You fire again, but there are too many bodies in the way, and you end up missing. Alan, dear.
I move up to the baby face and attack.
Hit. Despite it looking like it's sheathed in some sort of iron armor, when you actually hit the armor, it pierces through it like flesh. It's very unnatural. And of course the booming energy snaps onto it. And you got a sneak attack there, so 22 damage. Alright, it just sort of is knocked around a little bit. Seems fairly tough. And Lulu's just going to actually fly out a flame corgi. Watch out, little one! Don't go in there! It's dangerous!
Oof.
Callan. Oh, that is
We
a
cast-
hot dog!
I'm gonna cast Bless on Bargle and Zygon and Trevor.
Yes!
Weirdly finds out he's blessed by an evil god.
You bless the NPC, not me. Thanks a lot.
I've got
He needs
this!
all the help he can get.
I know how to deal with these creatures. Just like Nico said, we gotta burn them! And Sultan comes in, throws a produce flame at this hellhound. Ball of fire.
Yeah.
Narrowly misses. Oh, drat! I missed. Raven.
All right. I think I'm gonna shoot this hellhound. And push it back.
That is a hit. Alright, the beam smashes into the hellhound and you knock it back. It slides on the ground, crashes into some rubble.
And I'll do the other one and then push it back.
And
Or
that
not.
is a miss.
I'll hit Zygon in the back of the head with that one.
Ow.
This hellhound growls and it just comes running forward. It reaches this area, it opens its mouth, and you can already see a little orb of fire starting to churn deep within its gullet. It unleashes a 15-foot cone of fire, washing over Bargle, Zygon, and Trevik. Dexterity saves.
Shocked.
Zygon, you make the saving throw and you take 5 fire damage. Bargle, you fail. Don't forget you're also blessed, Bargle. But you do fail. And you take...
I'm still failing no matter what.
Do they have a protection?
You also have your +4. Yeah, so +4 plus your bless.
It's not going to cut
No,
it.
it's still not gonna make.
You hit for 21 fire damage. And Trevik,
He's got all those pluses. He's got a plus D4 and +4.
he just
so that-
screams as he makes the saving throw. Ah! And he's still standing. And then he just drops his spear. I can't do this! I can't do this! And he falls prone and curls up into a ball.
He doesn't get to do that until it's his turn.
It's actually his. He's got a reaction.
Easy.
A special reaction ability where he drops and falls. He drops his weapon and falls prone in response to taking any source of damage from any.
So he's also used his reaction. Great. Okay.
I can't do this.
That's okay. We'll put you out of your misery.
All right. Yeah. Let's go ahead and apply some crowd control on this group. No, actually, no. I'm just gonna start swinging. This has taken any damage? No.
No.
It's just this one.
Yep.
Alright. Keep hitting that one then. First attack. I know I clicked.
Direct hit, and you just whack the hellhound in its side.
Great, second attack.
A narrow miss.
Okay. That is my turn.
Bargle.
Alright. 5, 10, attacking this hellhound.
That is a miss.
12. Damn it.
And a hit. And you slash the axe into the hellhound's side, and you rip off this scab of obsidian flesh.
Okay. Bonus action, second wind. Oh.
This hellhound runs forward, and it lines Bargle, Zygon, and Trevik up in its fire breath. Fire also washes over the other two hellhounds. It does not affect them. And everyone in that area has to make a dex saving throw. You just hear Trevik scream, "Ah, it burns! Ah!" And he's completely covered in fire, unconscious and dying. He's literally just like on fire. Zygon, you resist and make the saving throw. You take 3 fire damage. And Bargle, you manage to defend yourself, dodging the full brunt of the breath, taking 6 fire damage. Trevik is just screaming still, "Ah!" as he's being burned to death.
At least we know he's alive.
The Maragon actually points out to Bargle. Just points at Bargle, and then he uses his halberd to attack you, Bargle, over the top of Zygon. You've got half cover, so that is a miss. Zygon kind of protects you with that. And another halberd attack on you, Bargle. Miss. That's it for the Maragon. Nico.
Alright, just on the 3 of those over there, like the...
Okay, you throw a fairy fire up sort of over here, and I'll make the hellhounds saving throws first. They try to jump out of the way of this blanket of energy. 14?
14. Yeah, 14 saves.
What color do you want to highlight the other one?
We'll make him like a bluey color if you got it.
Okay, light blue, and then the Maragon has advantage. Magic resistance, and it saves as well. The fairy fire pretty much slides off of it. All attacks on this hellhound have advantage. And this hellhound is going to attack Bargle with advantage.
Looks like he's down.
And it jumps on you, Bargle, and chomps onto you for 13 points of damage.
Oh,
Ends its turn there. Patience.
And I'm going to do Eldritch Blast on the Hellhounds.
Miss. And a hit. The beam crashes into the Hellhound again. Necrotic damage works well, and the Hellhound lets out a yelp. It's looking very hurt.
I'll do a healing word on Bargle.
You sure that's not a cure wounds?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not cure wounds.
Trevik is right here as well. 8 healing for you, Bargle.
Sorry, I missed that. What?
8 healing for you.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna move in there 25 feet, usual dash. I'm gonna attack. Attack Babyface. Slice his little baby head off.
Wow.
That is a hit.
That seems very aggro.
Are we
Oh,
sure
damn. I
doing
forget
good
busy.
for a good party?
I don't know. Alright, you another good hit. You just stab straight into its neck, and this copper-colored blood spurts out like an ichor that hisses when it hits the ground, and its head ambles to the side slightly. Oh no! Somebody! We need a medic! Traffic's down!
I'll get some.
I don't know what to do! Should I go in there?
No, I got some.
Okay.
6 seconds.
She hugs Flame Corgi. Callan.
I will cast Healing Word on Bargle. And then Toll the Dead on the Hellhound that's wounded. I think it's this one down.
This one. It's close to
that
death.
one.
Ooh, wow.
And the Hellhound yelps and explodes. Coming in.
Wow. Almost max damage.
23 damage just rips the Hellhound into pieces. Oh, don't worry, Traffic! I've got you. And Selton runs forward. And as he's running forward, he casts Goodberry. And they just sort of spill out in his hand, and he drops them all over the ground for the most part. 9 good berries just fall out all over the floor in this area. Oh, whoops! But he's got one, and he pops it in Trevik's. Oh no, it's a action to cast, right? And then action to eat.
It is, yeah.
Alright, he gets it, and he just sort of drops it on Trevik, and it bounces on the ground. Whoops! One moment, I've got ya! Raven.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna blast him and push him back.
This Hellhound, do you say? Or the Maragon?
Nope. This guy, the gold guy.
Okay, Babyface.
Yeah, creepy baby face man.
Oh, there's-
Like a extra from Silent Hill.
Miss. It really does look like a Silent Hill creature. That is a miss as well. And
then I'm gonna give 2 dice of healing to Bargle.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
You resistant to heal? You're that evil? You are that
I'm
evil?
chaotic good. I'm Robin Hood.
Yeah. You're something.
Alrighty.
Apparently the dice are listening to the way you guys have been talking all night.
Man. Alright. I'm a swing at Babyface Man. First attack.
that just managed to hit.
Okay. Second attack.
It's a miss.
That misses.
Blocks your attack with his halberd.
Oh. Alright. It's my turn.
Bargle.
Still
Same.
muted. There you go.
Yeah, hit the Hellhound that is southwest of me. Wait, the northeast, is that like,
That's fairy fired.
very fired or
Yeah,
something?
it's
Alright, yeah,
advantage.
northeast then. Alright, northeast.
Alright,
Good thing you had advantage.
it's a miss.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that is a hit. Okay, the Maragon uses its reaction, and it's going to interpose itself, and it's going to be hit instead. It just sort of leaps forward, throws its halberd forward, and the axe hits the Maragon, and a 16 does hit the Maragon, and you just actually slash through it, and its arm falls off, its head falls off, and then just like an unraveling piece of clockwork, all the pieces of the Maragon fall off, and then it just dissolves into this copper-colored ichor, with only its halberd remaining.
That works for me. Attack the Hellhound.
And that hits. You hack into the Hellhound and just rip off a big chunk.
Alright, and bonus action attack again with the death.
Nice.
Brett. If only Trevik was awake to see this. Alright, you almost kill that Hellhound with that second attack. You stab straight into its side and the axe impales it. The blade of the axe comes through its back. This Hellhound jumps on you and tries to bite you with pack tactics at advantage. And it leaps up and bites you on the neck. Fire floods out of its mouth. And you hit for 15 points of damage. Nico.
So, is this valid like 5, 10, 50, 20? And then can I go this way and just use 5 between them?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can get to here. I'll pick up a good berry.
Oh, watch out for the good berries. Don't step on them. You have to put them in your mouth.
I'll pick up a good berry, and then I'll give him a good berry. So
But if we step on them, they're toe jam.
Trevor just wakes up.
there you go. You keep ups with your.
Good job, buddy.
He goes
And then
into a fetal position and starts rocking back and forth.
Just because it's the fun thing to do, I guess I'll healing word on Bargle.
Get more than
Like
2 points.
everybody else is doing it, but my puppy also contributes to the healing.
Puppy power.
So you get healed for 8.
8. Wow. Another extra.
Hey, there we go. I'll keep from going down next round.
He's probably going to get fairly right. In
The
this
Hellhound is going to
Me, pick me.
step over here. Trevik just shakes his head.
Do it.
And he's too cowardly to attack, even though the Hellhound is on the brink of death. And the Hellhound uses its breath weapon, covering Bargle, Zygon, and Trevik in a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
And Trevik catches on fire again. Bargle, you're hit for 11.
Oh, do we get the aura because we're right next to Zygon as well?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, you made it anyway with a 13. So,
To make a difference, I'm still down.
you guys also see Bargle catch on fire and hit the ground hard as he falls unconscious and dying.
5, right?
And yeah, you
That's
take 5 Zygon. And this Hellhound is like on the brink of death. It begins to kind of slow down its movements. Patience.
I'm going to put my hex on that one.
I gotta give you a concentration thingy there too. Alright, the hex is transferred to that Hellhound and a direct hit. And a direct miss. Alright, slams into the Hellhound's side.
Very direct.
Alandir.
Move into the room. It's gonna be extra. That's 15. Attack this one there.
Watch out! Don't step in the good berries.
Ike! Should I do acrobatics?
That's fine. That hits. And the Hellhound explodes.
I think I got like 15 more. I'll just move over to here. Should be
Lulu's just gonna stay with Flame Corgi. Hold me, Flame Corgi! Callan.
Healing word on Bargle.
I'll get him.
I saw your healing skills. Not impressed.
Wow. Wow, shade. Some shade.
Lemon.
Healing
I'll
shade.
take a lemon.
Some healing shade was brought up.
Fine.
And then told the dead on the other.
Tordak then.
Alright, the Hellhound doesn't seem to be as resistant to magic as other fiends. And it fails, and the
Is
red...
he taking damage?
It has, yeah. The red glow from its glands start to kind of waver. Alright, Seltern takes a good berry. Don't worry, buddy, we're gonna take care of you. And just shoves a good berry into Trevik's mouth. And then he grabs Trevik's jaw and makes him chew on it. And Trevik just opens his eyes. And starts crying again.
Did you know they could be used as suppositories?
Oh, have to give that a go. Raven.
Alright.
I'm beginning to think we're doing some sort of weird torture on poor Trevik.
No.
This is kind of how adventuring goes. He needs to get used to this.
Yeah.
He keeps running in and running in the door and running into people.
And I'm going to shoot the Hellhound and push it back 10 feet. Hopefully.
Hit. You knock it back, and the beam just hits it in its side, and your next attack is a miss.
Alright. I won't heal Bargle then.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Should probably stop hanging out. Alright. Alright. Hit thing.
Miss.
That is a miss.
Miss thing.
Yeah. Second attack.
Another
man.
miss. The Hellhound is ducks and ducks, swaying its head underneath the attacks.
Are you sure I don't have advantage? Alright.
Bargo.
Stand up. Move towards the Hellhound. Attack!
That hits.
Boom.
You pick that Grey Ducks up and slam the axe into its side. The Hellhound yelps in agony. You swing again and hit again, and this time the Hellhound explodes on impact.
Good job, Trevik. Excellent job. Here, let me help you up. Here, take my hand.
No! No! It burns! It burns!
No, but you
But
managed
just
to.
got 3 square meals so far today, though.
Alright, I'm going to go to Trevik and I'm going to give him a little bit more healing there.
It's wasted on me. I'm just a coward. I'm weak.
I mean, you literally just ran in there and, I think you
21.
distracted them.
You heal him up. Despite his protests, he looks like every single burn that he just suffered is completely cured. But he's like, still in a fetal position. Just give me a shell and I'll just curl up and just forget about me.
I'm just going to go ahead and lay some hands on Bargle. I'm going to give him 20 points of healing, but 25 points of healing back. So you're back up by.
Trevik, we need to find the people. You have to help us.
Awesome.
And what? Help you how? By just running in and just falling instantly in combat?
Yeah,
Maybe don't run in immediately.
Yeah, we need to
Wait,
talk about
have you ever used a crossbow?
Well,
I think he's
yes.
trained in martial. There you
Wait,
go.
we got a crossbow. Maybe you want to try shooting a little so you don't get like the fires breathed on you and whatnot.
Yeah, well, we are. I'm a professional fire taking person, so
But that's a weapon for someone who hangs at the back. Like a. How is that brave?
I mean,
It's brave. It's
pretty brave.
I mean, you can lay down supports fires and gets to peoples that the peoples in the fronts can't get to, saving lives and whatnot.
Support fire. Saving lives?
Yeah.
Right. Nico, make a persuasion check.
I mean, we could try it. I mean, it's something new, you know.
What's his
Sam,
age?
I'm also
What
going
does
to use healing hands on myself.
Okay.
My racial to get 6 HP.
Alrighty. Trevik just looks kind of defeated. I don't know if I can do it. And all of a sudden,
can.
something comes through him. I can
Do it, Trevor.
I can do this. I can do this. Hand me that damn crossbow! And he stands up.
Good job, Trevor.
I give him the
Let me
crossbow.
spirit.
He takes it and he like accidentally hits the trigger and just sinks a bolt like into the ground. Whoops. Yes.
It's fine. It's fine.
With this weapon, I will attack those at the back, potentially saving lives.
There you go.
It literally just says crossbow, so
Just stay
pick your
back.
favorite crossbow size, I guess.
Just stay back with Raven and with patience, and watch how they do it.
Yes, patience, courage, all of these ideals we will use.
No, patience.
No, she.
Never mind. Never mind.
Charge!
Yes.
I crossed it off, so he's officially the
He just
owner
like
now.
runs out of the room with the crossbow. Charge!
Gosh darn it.
Spend resources.
How many of those berries did we recover?
There's 8 left on the ground. Seltern's picking them up. 1, 2,
I'll just grab 2 of them.
3. Therefore, survivors.
Yeah, I'll give some to survivors and whatnot. I just thought it's easier, then we could give out like 2 much faster.
Oh,
See?
yeah. Alright, Lulu chases after Trevik. Come back, Trevik! We need to look for survivors! Alright, so looking around this area, it looks like another private chapel. There is what looks like maybe the remains of an altar, a small altar perhaps, and there are several bodies of dead guards that have been crushed underneath the rubble here, and there are some foul remains of infernal creatures. And yeah, the stone stairs have just completely crumbled in, giving no access to the floor above. If you want to look around, you could try and find something useful with an investigation check. This is an altar after all, a private chapel.
It's an altar to Torm, or the 3 of the triad.
It may be one of the other lesser deities. Alan, do you just like pick up one rock and then just give up? And Patience, you find what looks like some sort of wooden cabinet that's kind of buried under the rubble a bit, and one of the doors has been completely ripped off and its contents destroyed. But you do find a spell scroll. It's a divine spell scroll.
Oh,
And
man.
Nobody can use.
you can't read it, Patience.
I'll hand it to Callan.
I'll look it over.
Alright, you take a look, Callan, and it's a 2nd level cleric spell. If I can actually click things. What is... trying to search the spell up and it's like trying to autofill. It's a spell scroll of augury. You can use it to commune with the gods to get guidance whether your course of action in the next 30 minutes is a good one or a bad one. Or so.
I liked my version of the augury better. I can use it to cut a hole in ice for ice fishing.
That's a... Is it just cleric, that spell?
Yeah.
Alright, it's only cleric, so it's by default going to Callan.
Callan asks if it's a good idea if we just give up and go home.
I've never seen the word wheel before. W-E-A-L.
Means good.
Wheel.
I mean, I got that from context, of course, but I didn't know that was the word.
You got context? They can cure that with a cream now.
Any survivors crushed underneath them rocks? If there is, give them a good berry.
That's what's they for.
We need to try and save people.
That spell you got, Callan, it won't help us find the people, will it?
That is our goal. Find the people.
Yep, we're trying to find a couple of survivors. Anyone, really, so we can get them with the others.
Should I cast it now?
What are you gonna ask?
Damn it, you're supposed to say who you gonna call.
Ghosts.
Ghost facers.
Alright, well, I need to state a specific course of action in the next 30 minutes.
Searching for survivors. Will we find any here?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more room, or maybe two, that we need to check.
Oh, you
So
can
is
save
there-
it.
And then
I
we'll
checked
go
Cast it outside.
and meet up with the others.
All right. Where?
Wait. Where are the others that we're meeting up with?
Down in the crypts. That's where all the survivors are.
Okay.
No, where are the crypts? Where's
So
the
let's
crypts?
look for survivors, and then you just tells us where the crypts are.
Oh,
She tells us when the crypts are.
the crypts? Oh, yes. There's a button on the altar. You press it, and it leads to a staircase that leads down to the crypts, and that's where all the others are hiding.
Oh. Okay.
Right.
Glad we found that.
Okay. I mean, I still think looking for survivors up here is probably a good plan still.
Are there any other
Oh,
rooms?
wait, you're not going to go down there now, are you? I thought we should find some survivors.
Yeah, milestone.
Yeah,
Let's go down then.
Let's look for the survivors.
Yeah, we don't need to clear rooms.
Yeah, where are the other two rooms?
I think they're over this way. Wait a second, I'm slowing you down. Anyone wanna go a bit quicker?
Sure.
I've got a
Why does
spell that makes your stride long.
Maybe not necessary.
Alright, well, he'll do a second level long strider. If someone else wants to take it, they can have their movement speed, well, their speed increased by 10 feet.
Whoa, gotta go fast.
I mean, I'll take it, I guess. If he's actually going to cast it.
Yeah, he does that second level, so you can get
Yeah,
two people.
I guess
Where's
probably.
Trevik?
Fargle.
Yeah, probably me and Bargle.
No, he's taking one of them. He's got one for one other person.
Oh, okay. I'll take it then.
Trevik opens this door.
Trevik, no.
Wait.
What?
Support fire! Support fire!
He runs in with the crossbow drawn, and you guys look around, and this looks like a disused room. It's like completely empty. You can see it matches an actual architecture of like other rooms. It looks more like a storage cupboard. You can see like the corner of this central altar room just kind of jutting straight through it, and it's completely empty. Like there's not even any storage space in there. Like all storage items.
Trevor, dear, do me a favor.
Yes.
I need you to stay with me to protect me. Can you do that?
He blushes. Well, of course, my noble lady. You need a strong warrior to protect you, I understand.
Where is this final room while they talk?
Traffic stays with you. Up this way. And as you continue making your way to the back of the temple, the cathedral, you can see more signs of corruption. Again, where there was these nice stained glass windows, you can see the glass has been smashed and images in the windows
Kermit the Frog?
have been corrupted and changed.
It is.
That's too funny.
And
It's actually Baldur.
all the mosaics, frescoes, and paintings and tapestries have these unsettling imagery in them. At the very back of the altar or cathedral, you see where there was once a grand-looking throne. This truly grisly-looking throne now that has twisted edges, and it looks like it's fit for some sort of evil lord rather than a holy man,
Saigon?
holy person.
Go ahead.
What?
Alright, there's heaps of noise. Like you can hear like things getting smashed in this room.
Right. We'll wait for everybody to show up, and then before Mr. Worldwide opens the
Yeah,
door.
where is
I'll
he? Tell him to stay back. Trevik, don't open the door, please.
No, he doesn't.
Please don't open.
Guard
I
me.
won't. He readies his crossbow.
Open the door.
Alright,
It's a trap. You die.
you open the door and there's some trouble inside.
Is it Troubles?
Oh, they're in trouble.
There are 3 humans
Bandits.
wearing horned helms and the skin of people as armor. Let me adjust this. Wait, I gotta fix this door up. The dynamic lighting's not. It's only a 5-foot wide door. So that's the doorway.
I serve the flaming feast.
Alright, they are wearing like flayed people's flesh around their arms and legs. They're covered with blood. They wear what looks like the horns of a ram on their heads to obscure their faces. Holes cut out. And there is just gore everywhere. You see what looks like body parts sitting in a pile, and one of these bandits has a scimitar in his hand, and he's just hacking into the body parts, just turning them into a big pile of mince. There is blood everywhere. The place reeks. It looks like these people have just grabbed everyone to start hacking them into pieces. There are altars that have been desecrated. And there is like a bloody pentagram painted on the ground of fresh blood. And there's a spine devil accompanying these 3 people. And one of the bandits just chuckles.
Why, hello there! Coming to play with us?
Sure.
Do you revere Zariel? Or do you follow the path of demons?
Is there a C's choice? None of the above?
You are devil or demon worshippers? Or none of the above?
One of them says.
See, I'm shot
It's
from
C.
the back
I
here.
think it's C. Yep.
Trevik's jumping up and down.
Let me at him. Oh,
Okay, man.
then we cannot coexist.
Baby?
Okay.
Come and get us. Come on. See
You-
what we
you
have
come over
done.
here. You come over here.
The Spine Devil points. Burn them! Cut them! Do whatever you need to. And orders them to attack. In common.
Wow.
Speaks in common. Alandir. They call out to you. Come and play! Come and play! Alright, Alandir. The second you step foot into this room,
You die.
you feel extremely weak. You have this sensation of your bones becoming brittle and your skin feeling dry and cracked. And you feel like it's the desecration of this holy place that's having an effect on you.
Alright, attack.
The
Boom,
Spine Devil
shakalaka.
looked like it was about to leap up off of the ground and take flight, but it ends up just splattering all over the ground instead.
Nice.
Okay, when you step out of the room, Alandir, that sensation doesn't go away. Alright, you just hear voices. Come and get us. And these bandits seem to just disappear in the shadows.
Be careful, they're using magic. Evil magic.
And you guys kind of lose track of them because they turn invisible. And another one does the same thing. Come and play. Turns invisible. We're not here to play. Hold on. I don't think I have enough good berries to fix them ones. And he points to the pile of viscera. And he's going to... he's got 40 feet, so he moves in here. And he's going to just do a thunder wave on this closest guy. Just stop! And the thunder wave causes like heaps of chunks of flesh to just explode out from every direction. And the bandit resists. Trevik angles around. I think I've got an angle! Gah! He just hits the door frame.
Good, Trevik.
Patience.
I'm going to move my hunter's mark onto this guy. Hasn't been an hour, has it?
No. That hits. And that hits. The beams slam into him and knock him back a little bit. Blood from his coat of human flesh sprays out in the air on impact as well.
Yeah, I will. Back over here. Get something at that angle.
Alright, the cultist steps forward and slashes a scimitar at Seltern. Gah! And it just, it actually slashes Seltern. Ah! You see Seltern's flesh has turned crackly and dry as well. And he seems particularly vulnerable. And the cultist comes in again and misses. And then, just when you think he's done, the cultist pulls out a dagger. Ha ha ha! And tries to stab Seltern, but also misses. And then the bandit, like, actually, how did he move a little bit? Alright, he just runs off to the side, and Selton's going to try and slap him with the claw. Get back here! Just slashes the bandit. Raven.
Alright. 5, 10, 20, 5. I can't see nobody. 30. Yeah, I guess that ends my turn because I can't see nobody. You know what? I'll dash to get out of the way for somebody else. There you go.
Lulu's just going to stay back with Flame Corey. She's going to watch out and make sure nothing's coming up behind you guys.
Just like Lord Bims used to do.
Flagon.
Alright. My pal can't be cast without hitting cell turn. I'm sad. Alright. 10.
When you step in, you feel this extreme desecration. It causes your bones to become brittle, your flesh to become dry and cracked.
Alright. 10, 15, 20. Alright, let's go ahead and swing. First attack. Oh, Bless isn't on me anymore, right?
He uses his reaction and he parries you. Using his scimitar.
Okay, second attack.
And you break through his defenses and just catch him with the mace, hitting him in the arm.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and use something. I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, and swinging at him still.
Okay. The spiritual weapon is a direct hit. And when you cast spiritual weapon, Zygon, it actually kind of looks like just like a giant devil's head. It just slams into him.
Okay.
Devil's visage. And then, like, the devil's head slams into the bandit. And then as you look around at the base of the devil's head, there is this, like, 9-pointed gold star at the base of the devil's head. Like a disc. Nika.
So do I just see this one pentagram here?
Yeah, there's a bloody pentagram on the ground and just chunks of flesh everywhere. The place is absolutely... There's like, everything's been defaced. There's blood, ichor, torn strips of flesh lashed together with sinew, piles of intestines, and this decidedly fiendish air.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hold a thorn whip to see if I see someone that comes out by the door. And Corgi will just dodge, I guess, for now.
Callan.
I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna cast Bless at second level. And place it on Alandair, Bargle, Zygon, and Nico. And I am done.
Zygon's got total cover from you, so you wouldn't be able to get Zygon.
And then I'll get Raven.
Trevik, like, is waving. Hey, I'm here. I'm over here. Bargle.
Last one on him.
I guess 10, 20, 25 into the room.
As you look around, it's just an absolute scene of gore, and you start to feel that evil.
Alright, so 30, and as I'm running up and I'm seeing him out of range, I'll just be swapping to my silvered glaive and go for the attack to the guy just south of Zygon.
That is a miss.
Alright.
And that hits him. The glaive slashes him across his torso, and he just takes his hand and wipes it across the blood and licks it. cackles maniacally. Alandir.
Where's the door?
It's this
This
square.
Oh. Okay.
Between me and the
Just
turtle.
leading.
5, 15, 25. And I'll just dash. That gives me another 35. Can it be the same square as the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 5 more feet. Attack this guy. Attack this one here.
Okay. That is a hit. And suddenly his mouth fills with blood. And he just spits blood all over the ground and grabs his torso as he slumps onto the ground. Weapons fall from his hands.
And I'll move there and I'm done.
Alright, you guys hear these just chuckles now, like from these invisible bandits. And suddenly you hear slashes at Seltern. A slash mark just appears on Seltern's flesh. Oh! Meat! 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 And another slash on Seltern. And then the bandit steps back, and at the end of his turn, he becomes visible, seemingly appearing from the shadows. And this one will look at who's the meatiest, and that's Alandir. Who's exposing the most meat?
Do you want to be flayed dead or alive?
I'm gonna give you heartburn if you eat me. Just letting you know.
Oh, I won't eat you. That would be inhumane.
And he slashes you with a scimitar, trying to slice off pieces of your flesh. Hit for 5
Nice to
damage.
meet you.
And he slashes you again, completely invisible. That's a miss, and then he tries to hit you with a dagger. And that hits. For 6 piercing, and then he chuckles some more. You can't uncanny dodge because you can't see him.
Ah,
And then
touche.
he runs back into the corner, and then he becomes visible, seemingly emerging from the shadows. Now we're going to have a talk. This is no way to treat people. We're trying to save everyone, and you're doing the opposite. I will suggest that you just have a good long think about what you've done. You take a sit down, and you try and get in touch with your nature side. And he casts suggestion on this bandit. And the bandit makes a wisdom save. Oh. Trevik's just looking around. I can't just stand here. I can't just stand here and do nothing. Ah! He runs in and he shoots at the bandit next to Seltern. And he hits. I hit! Seems very excited to hit.
I'm proud of you. Now come on out if you can.
He's out of movement. Or he's got 5 feet. He's actually my moving a little bit more, but he doesn't. I'm in too deep, he says. Patience, when you step into the room, you too feel that same detrimental effect. Weakness. Oh yes, shit, I just forgot. Everyone's supposed to be vulnerable to damage. So, Alandir, you actually take another 10 damage from those attacks. You're actually vulnerable to all damage types with this curse.
Is
That's the
the
question.
Turtle Man still up, actually, then?
He is. He took an extra 9. So he's still barely standing.
Oh, my hex guy is dead.
Yeah, you can transfer the hex.
Put it on this one.
That hits, and that hits. Oh, that first beam just hits him in the neck. He starts to choke. And the second one clips him in the shoulder.
I have just enough movement to get back out.
Raven.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 20. Still don't see anybody.
Go inside the room.
5.
Alright, you step in and you feel that.
Curse. Alright,
God.
it's just the one bad guy there.
There's 2. There's one here, and there's one in the corner.
Okay, this guy up here. Alright. And that's the turtle guy.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I will shoot him and push him back.
That's a hit. Don't forget you got bless as well. I knock him back into sliding through all this gore. And you hit him again. Direct hit straight in his chest.
Click that messy thing now. Haha. Alright, and I guess that does it for me, because I used my movement to get here.
Zygon.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oops. Actually, 25. Gonna start hitting this guy. First attack.
That is a hit.
4 damage. Second attack.
And another hit. You're kind of just clipping him.
Okay. And then I'll move the spiritual weapon to this guy. Like 10 feet down, I think. Yeah, that's fine. And then wackadoo.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Nico.
I'll come down here, and then I'll drop a heal baby, like right here.
Alright, Hill Baby arrives on scene.
And then he'll fly in through heal baby and take that 4. And yeah, yeah, that's it, I guess.
Callan.
Can't see anyone else.
Okay, we'll move into the room.
Alright, everyone is afflicted with this condition now, apart from Nico
And Lulu.
and Lulu.
And Patience.
No, she's been in and out.
Oh, okay.
Only Nico's.
Do
not-
I get healed? Go through
Gosh.
the spirit, healing spirit.
You can click it yourself. You should have a macro, but I'll click it this one time.
It always disappears.
You have to have your token selected because it's a token action. So only when you click the
I see
token
it,
you'll see
alright.
it.
I actually wanted it 1 over from that, but it shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Like in the empty space, yeah.
Okay, so what do I see?
You see one bandit that's on his last legs, and then another guy in the corner that's completely unhurt.
Let's finish off that one on his last legs.
Toll of the Dead. And he fails.
13.
He collapses. Gah! Dead.
He looks in really bad shape. Alandir.
Yeah.
I'll cast Healing word on you. It's crappy. 11.
Much better, much better.
Alright, Bargle. As you run at this bandit, he just chuckles some more. Wait! I give up! You win! I'm outmatched. Spare me and I'll help you.
Alright, I want to spare him the ability to surrender.
Miss. And hit. Hill Baby has a tear streaming down its face, and you slash into the bandit, cutting through what looks like someone else's back skin. Alandir. He's just still chuckling. Come on now! I know things! Don't you want to know?
I already know you tried to kill me.
Yeah? Come on now. Don't do that.
This is gonna hurt.
Alright, a crit, 22 sneak damage, 10 piercing, and 9 thunder. Alright, it just knocks him into the wall, leaving him badly injured and kind of all messed up. But he's still alive. He kind of stops laughing though. Oh, that hurt. Oh, finally, you bastard. I'll pluck your eyes out with my dagger. And he picks his weapons up and he slashes at you, Bargle. And you're vulnerable. You take 16 slashing damage. Ah! He attacks again. He misses. And then he tries a dagger. And he crits you with a dagger for another 16 piercing damage. 32 points in total. And even with that dagger sticking out of your neck, you're still conscious. Oh, these guys are just bad trouble. Like Nico said, we gotta burn him. He steps through Hill Baby. And he gets that healing and then he does a produce flame at the bandit. And poof, direct hit. To fire. Trevik takes aim with his crossbow. Ha! And damn it, it's jammed!
Crit.
Also, yeah, Bargle. Are you there, Bargle? Bargle? I know he's muted. I'll just deduct the damage from him. It doesn't look like he's looking a lot more hurt.
Sorry,
than that. You took 32 points of damage.
I'm having some weird internet issues tonight. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
If he had stepped through the Heal Baby before, he would have been much better.
I'm gonna put
Patience.
this on this guy.
That's a miss. And a hit. And that Eldritch Blast hits him in the chest and actually cuts a hole straight through him. And he just slumps into the corner. His goat ram head helm falls off and he's dead.
Hooray.
Alright, with the end of that fight, you guys are left feeling sick. You start coughing in the sight of all of this gore. Whether you have a weak stomach or not, it makes you sick. And you feel, everyone just feels foul. As you look around, this is just a place of a bloody massacre. And we're going to wrap it up here for tonight. You guys can figure out how to get uncursed next week.
Should we short rest in here?
Yeah, that's probably a great idea.
I love the decor.
Hey guys, later.
We'll heal from the Heal Baby first thing next week.
Oh, you can dish out that Hill Baby healing now. May as well.
Okay,
No.
Bargle can have 4 of those. You don't get one anyway.
Yeah, I think I need a number of those.
I'll give 1 to the turtle guy, and then you can take the other 5. There you go.
Alright.
And
I'll
Turtle
heal
Man
him for
can have
4.
4. Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
And you get 20. Virgo.
All right, I'm heading out. Good night, guys.
Night, guys.
Night.
See you next week.
Later.
Thanks a lot. Bye bye.